watch with history only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. Tourists. The observer. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. The observer.
Opinions, but once you make threats and say I'm going to come and get my missus to beat you up, that's crossing the line.
Okay, Angie, you keep repeating what I said about my missus, but at the start of this, when I came in, you were saying that I threatened her. Make your mind up, mate, because I'm going to prove that I've never said this.
It's just as bad, Frankie. You're not getting it. It's just as bad. You saying I'm going to get my missus, drive her missus to this woman's house,
listen, okay.
and watch her get beaten up. What man are you, Frankie? What man does that and says I'm going to watch a woman get beaten up?
Okay, all right. Listen.
That does it?
Listen to what I'm saying. My missus is my world, and I will protect her, whether it means a police case or losing my life. I will always protect her. Maybe I shouldn't have done it in the way I did, but I'm telling you now, I did not threaten Manda. I did not say I was going to do anything. The only one person I've said anything to on this app is you, Angie. I apologise, and I've never come for you since.
You did.
I've stayed well away from you.
Frankie,
everyone else goes at you. I've said you're actually all right. So don't come at me like that.
But Frankie, one thing, Mandy, can I please just say, Frankie, but the thing is, when there's two women arguing, if Mandy and your wife, you should never get involved with.
But Amy doesn't come live, mate.
That's not fair.
Angie,
should I, when I say Frankie, say if I'm arguing with your wife, right now, should I go and say if I was with someone and said to my boyfriend, phone him up, said this woman is bullying me, you need to get involved. I would never do that in a million years.
Yeah, Frankie, can I just ask you something? So, I don't like your friend. I don't like him. I never have. It's been over a year. My opinions won't change on that. But that's not me attacking you. I just don't like him, and I have good reason of why I don't like him. But you wanted my address to come round to my house where my children are.
Listen, okay, it was all in the moment. It was all in the moment, right? I'm protecting my missus. Amy doesn't come live. She just posts pictures of our dogs. Listen, I just didn't want Amy involved.
She involved herself, Frankie, by threatening me.
Yeah, because, Amanda, we're getting screenshots sent them. It's just
But not of me. Not of anything
I know what you're saying, but people had different names. Can you not see what I'm saying? People had loads of different names.
But I didn't. I used Scouse Queen, and if you've got any screenshots of anything that I'm saying, it will be under Scouse Queen, and you will not see me saying anything about you, Alex, Amy. In fact, Amy never even got mentioned. You, Alex, none of yous. But you came for me last night, and Amy threatened to smash my face in, and I have never had a bad word to say about Amy. So why do that? And people in the chat, here are saying, well, why don't I get my daughter to go out? Because I've brought my daughter up with class. My daughter's 33. She doesn't roll around the floor.
Ask her, how old are you, Mandy?
I'm 56.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying, guys, but honestly, I'm come up here to clear my name that I have not threatened Amanda, and I'm going to get it slowed down. I'm not going to leave this box.
But Frankie, you're missing the point. It doesn't matter. You still.
I know what you're saying, Angie. I know what you're saying.
Beat her up and watch her. You know, that's not a man that does that.
And you're saying that's to protect Amy, but that's not protecting her, because then you're trying to make her fight other people. You don't know what's going to come.
I'm not making my missus.
Listen, I ain't finished. You don't know what's going to happen when you go to someone's house and you've dragged Amy there to go and have a fight. You could end up getting Amy hurt.
But why wouldn't you? But the thing is, Anna, why would a man want to watch that? My partner that I was with, he'd be separating. If I was in a fight with someone, he would be separating us, not wanting to watch us, saying,
exactly.
Yes, go.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. That's not a man.
And you know what? My husband would never, ever have spoken to a woman the way you spoke to me last night. And my husband would never, ever threaten another woman with me, because he wouldn't want to take a chance of me getting hurt.
Someone in your chat just said they've slowed it down, and it does say Amy, Carly.
Someone in the chat here, when I said I'm 56, Someone in the chat here has said 56 stone. Am I going to start kicking off and crying over it? No, it's funny.
All right.
I think you should apologise, Frankie, for the threats that you've made.
Yeah, okay. We'll get to a point of that. But Manda, at the heat of the moment, that's what happens. You come in the box and I said, "What's your problem?" You started going, "What you doing, big man? You big man." You know what I mean? I don't know why you come at me like
Frankie, because I'll tell you why, Frankie. I'd seen in the comments that you were right and I've got a phone number.
Yeah, because
why do you want my phone number, Frankie? And hold on. Yeah, me and Alex, we're good friends. I'm disappointed in Alex. And we were good friends. So why can't Alex be my friend? He's never had a problem with me.
Because Alex is a fucking dreep and says different things off the app, and I'm sick to death of him.
But that's not our fault, Frankie. That's not our fault.
I'm not blaming you for that, am I?
So why can't me and Alex be friends?
You can be, mate. I'm not.
Well, you just turned round and said, "Why is Alex talking to these people off the app?" Because
what has Alex got to do with speaking to you off the app? Like, I don't get it.
You've just said, "Why is Alex talking to these people?" Because me and Alex were friends, Frankie. That's why we spoke.
Fair enough.
Angie, can I say something?
Can I just say one more thing? I don't agree with also Alicia, who was, who's a woman that is supporting this.
Can I say something now then?
Supporting what, Angie? Because you're going back there.
She asked you to film it, Frankie.
Sorry?
Right, shall I tell you why Alicia asked that? Shall I tell you why Alicia said that? Because these two women were in a Discord discussing Alicia's kids.
You liar.
1 minute, let me finish. You was discussing, we've got the screenshots. I'm a liar, and you were saying you was part of a Discord where you said that it was okay to spike a woman's drink.
Hold on.
Angie, should I get the screenshot?
Yeah, you do it
because they like discussing. You like discussing women being spiked and talking about kids and religion. You're absolutely fucking wrong, and stop fucking acting like the victim.
Top girl.
You fucking.
Have you got any screenshots of me talking about Alicia's?
You was in the same Discord?
Or me?
Have you got anything of me saying it?
Angie, shall I send you the screenshots?
Yeah,
have you got anything?
All right, okay.
Stop
acting like the victims.
Can I ask you a question?
You fuck off.
Can I ask you a question, Top Girl? Because, a lot of women, including Alicia, supports, a woman that goes through DV, right? So say if you're in a DV relationship, right, and she maybe cheats on him, or she maybe says the worst of the worst, does that justify him threatening her or him saying,
Angie,
let
me answer that.
Does it?
All right, it doesn't, but when it only hit a couple of days ago that you said it about misread.
About misread? Yeah, because she said about my trauma.
But does it make it right?
But we're talking about two women that are going back and forth. That's different.
No, it's not. Trauma's trauma.
And
we're two women having it back and forth. We've had beef for a long time, me and Miss Red. But I'm asking you a question. So, it's about, a lot of men and a lot of women that's in a DV relationship, the man will say, you provoked me because you've done this, you've done that, right? So does that give him justification to say, well, I'm going to smash your face in and maybe do it?
Frankie didn't say that. He said he was going to get Amy.
I did not say I was going to.
Angie, I was there. I was in the line.
Can I just say?
Why would you want to get?
This is bonkers, man. You know what? This is why TikTok's wild, because all of the chat. Someone just said they've slowed it down. I said Amy. I didn't say I was going to smash her face.
Frankie, this in my eyes is just as bad.
Can I just say?
Angie, God, these girls have no moral high ground. They were putting pictures of Alicia's kids in this Discord.
Okay. Well,
we weren't.
No, we weren't. We weren't. Our fucking children.
That was our own kids.
2 people spoke about Alicia's kids. There's nearly over 100 people in that Discord. Do you expect us all to see it? We're not all in there at the same time.
And I want you, Top Girl, when you show these screenshots that you've got, I want you to show where I was speaking about Alicia's kids or speaking about the religion, and you won't be able to show that.
Just say Mandy has spoken about Alicia's kids, so that warrants a man to say what he says, right?
No one's talking about that. We're saying they have no moral high ground.
Top Girl.
You may have family there, and I'm going to smash your face and I'm not going to watch. So that warrants it, right? So what about a DV relationship? Does it warrant a man to...
Hang on, can I ask you a question?
Yes or no?
You are talking about me. Can I ask you a question? Where's there a DV relationship, mate?
Well, because this is what Alicia and Top Girl support.
Angie,
I don't know about where's her DV relationship.
Frankie,
I'm the male that you're talking about.
I was in a horrendous DV relationship.
That's got nothing to do with
And
me.
then I've got you shouting at the top of your lungs last night, threatening me.
How was I? Please, man.
Weren't you threatening my
There's no justifying, Top Girl. No justifying. I don't care what you're saying. Violence.
Yes. What world have you been brought up in, man?
Never.
Frankie wasn't threatening me.
I've been brought up in a way
Doesn't matter,
where real men don't threaten women. I've got
listen,
four brothers.
I have.
I'm
I'm going to put a few points out there now because you're all just spinning a mad narrative.
And they do not threaten women.
Didn't you just said that you've got a grown son who is very protective and he would do whatever it needs be?
If someone come to my door, yeah, he certainly
But
would.
then you're threatening it as well.
Hold on. If someone comes to my door after making threats to me that they're going to come to my house and smash my house up where my son lives and where my 2 grandkids come, then yeah, he's going to protect me and his
son ain't going to go out the way to go and cause harm to anyone else.
You can't justify that regardless of what you said, man.
Yeah, I'm just still up here saying I didn't threaten.
I'm going to send you the screenshots, Angie. Bye.
The thing
If
is,
someone
Frankie,
comes to my
either-
house, if someone makes threats to come to my house and smash me up and smash my house up where my son lives and where my 2 grandkids come, of course he is going to do what he has to do. Do you think he's going to stand by while I'm getting fucking smashed all over the place and it's getting filmed and his home's getting smashed up where his niece and nephew have to come?
So it's all right for your son to protect you, but I can't protect Amy.
You're driving. You're
But
coming
I
to our
never
house.
threatened Amy. Amy threatened me.
Madness.
Amy threatened me.
Okay, used to 2 females, that's acceptable. So are we getting to the point now where you still think?
Okay then, Frankie. So I'm 24 years older than her. How would you all talk if I threatened an 80-year-old woman? Because that's the same thing. That's the same thing.
You know what I think happened, Frankie, right? Your friend is very butthurt that we spoke about him, right? And then he got you to back his case and got you to come on, get you angry, get you piped up, bigging you up to come round to our houses. Now, my partner isn't on TikTok. It's got nothing to do with TikTok. He's not on here. He hasn't even got a fucking TikTok account. But you're coming round to threaten to my house to beat up my partner for something I've said. I do not like Alex Brigham. I never fucking will. And I will always say the most. That doesn't mean that it's pointed at you.
And Frankie, you threatened my son last night as well. You said, I will smash anyone who's there. So you threatened my son. So is he not able to... My son's a real man. My son would never threaten a woman. He would never threaten someone's home. And he would never take his girlfriend down to have a fight with a woman who's 24 years older than her.
Okay, so like I've said to you, I haven't threatened you, but if it was a situation, I would uppercut your son out of his trainers. It's a simple...
Would you?
Yes, man. Yes,
How do you know that?
I came up here to prove that I haven't threatened you.
28.
Don't come at me about your son.
How would you know that, Frankie? You can't fight everyone in the world, Frankie.
I can try.
You're not the hardest man in the world.
Oh my God, we're going around in circles. I've come up here to prove that I didn't threaten you. I don't care what else happened. I did not threaten you. I've said
you did. We've just heard it.
One bad thing on this app, and it was to
And
Angie.
you threatened me. And you threatened me.
I righted my wrong.
And you threatened me. And you threatened me, son. And you threatened me.
Yeah, I did.
And it's been reported to the police. Because haven't you already been to jail for violence, Frankie?
Yes,
so,
5
yeah,
times.
it's being reported to the police.
Don't what, man? People can't change. Listen, don't bring up my...
You haven't changed. I am who I am. Changed
I'm just saying, I didn't threaten you.
You're still doing it, so you haven't changed.
What do you mean? What are you actually going on about?
Because you threatened violence, so how can you say that you've changed? You threatened violence last night. You haven't changed.
Oh, I'll tell you what to do then, yeah? Go get the proof that I threatened you, and then we'll go from there.
You just played it.
Everyone in the chat is saying they've slowed it down.
But Frankie, you're missing the point. To even just say, I keep repeating myself, to say you were going to put your missus in the car and drive her to Mandy's house and watch her get beaten up. To me, it's just as bad.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Angie. But listen, Angie, you know what? I've watched you. I've watched you a few times and you're quite clever when you read the situation. If this wasn't now for the views of all what's going on, you wouldn't be saying this. What have I done wrong? What have I actually said to Amanda wrong? Me personally. My missus doesn't go live, mate. My missus don't go live, so she's not going to come in this box. She ain't going to jump in a box and start arguing. What's that all about?
Well, she did last night, Frankie.
Because she was... All right, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, and maybe I'm taking it wrong.
Your missus went for me and threatened me last night for something that I didn't even fucking do.
Maybe Felicity's right, though. Maybe I was fucking sent messages to go on. I don't know. Fuck knows.
Frankie, can I ask you a question? Do you think maybe you said what you said where it was just maybe an empty threat? You weren't going to do it, but you said it out of anger.
I'll tell you what happened. I was angry at the situation. I'd been sent messages. I don't go live anymore. If I pop on, it's for an hour after work. And I just sent loads of messages and people are on about me. And I thought, what the fuck have I been brought into it for? Then I've gone live, kept getting banned. So I've rang Alex and said, go live. Alex has gone live. He isn't even talking about it, even though he was just on the phone to me. Like, it's just all confusing.
Can I ask a favour, Frankie? If you have any problems with what I wrote in that Discord, I will send you my number. I can talk to you over the phone. I just don't need it to be them on fucking TikTok making you worse, making your temper worse, because last night should never have happened.
Yeah, but this, Felicity, I know what you're saying, yeah, and you're being quite polite, yeah, but you've just making your temper worse. I don't have anger management. I speak loud. I'm not angry now.
You were very angry last night.
I was angry last night, Amanda, and I dropped out the box.
Why were you angry towards me?
Because when you first come into the box, right, I asked you, what's the problem with me?
And I never had a problem with you. So why ask me what's your problem with me? You never saw one screenshot.
Because I was told that's why you was coming into the box.
I never even mentioned you in that Discord. You asked me what's my problem with you. Now, why did you ask me that when you had no proof whatsoever that I'd said anything to you about you? So I replied with attitude because he was writing in the comments that he had my phone number. Why does he want my phone number? We're not friends.
Amanda, I do have your phone number, but I didn't phone you, did I?
You were going to. But Frankie, why do you want my phone number? We're not friends. We never have been. I asked
you a question.
Me and Alex had each other's phone numbers because we were friends. And we did speak off the app.
Okay, all right. I've got no answers for that, man, but I've been sent screenshots. I just went live. I just thought, what the fuck? But
and there was someone in that chat last night.
I just want to clear up that I did not threaten you.
There was someone in that chat last night, doxed my full name, and then someone else said to you that they've got my address, and you offered them money for my address.
Oh God!
It's all on screen recording, Frankie. I'll post a lot of it today.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not bothered about the screen recordings, mate.
I'll post a lot of it today.
That doesn't mean shit to me. I'm not really bothered about it. I'll come on here just for a laugh.
Do you know what? I just need to address Irish Kelly because she's craving attention.
Oh, fucking hell.
Irish Kelly, this has got nothing at all to do with you. I thought you were off the app, living your best life and doing your drug and alcohol courses. Now fuck off, because it was all right when we stuck up for you. When we thought that your child essay was getting mocked, wasn't it? You wanted to be my friend then, didn't you, Kelly? When I stuck up for you and I fell out with good friends because I stuck up for you. And I'd never even spoken a word to you before that, Kelly. But I still did what I thought was right and stuck up for you. So do me a favour and go and work it up your ass.
So, Kel, you're allowed to have opinions on live, but we're not allowed to have opinions in a Discord. Yeah, we've slagged people off. Yeah, I don't like them. We've hardly been on the flipping app. So what is your problem with us just not liking someone? I've never spoken on people's kids. I've never put pictures of people's kids up. I've never spoken on anything to do with children. So why the fuck is all this happening right now? Because you're accusing us of doing what we haven't done.
And let me tell you something now. Alicia obviously got sent a picture of me out of that Discord because I felt safe enough to share a picture of me in there. I thought I was amongst friends. Because of the TV relationship, I don't like to show my face because it might have been a long time ago, but there's a story behind it. And Alex knows that story.
But now
I don't feel safe enough to show my face on here. But I felt safe enough in that Discord to share a picture of me. And Alicia's got that picture. Now, if any pictures of her kids were put in there or anyone else's kids were put in there, I'm sure she'd have them as well. That is completely fake. That no one's kids were put in there except our own.
That she's now got pictures of. So she's got pictures of our kids on her phone and she's threatening to show all the pictures. So well done. Well done.
Do you actually know, Frankie, what you've done to me? You've took me right back 35 fucking years. Do you realise what you did to me last night?
Listen, I ain't threatened you, so I don't know what
and Amy,
you're going on about
you can say, here we go. I hope to God you've never been in a DV relationship, Amy. I hope you've never had to go through that, and I hope you never do have to go through it.
Can I also just say, Mandy, it's also the women that support this. It's not
support
okay.
what, Angie?
Violence is
Again,
never the answer.
What are you going on about, man?
Huh?
What are you support? What? I ain't
Because
threatened,
women that are
man.
supporting that you saying you're going to get your wife in the car and watch her get beat.
Alex has just messaged me. That you're
That's
not
not
letting him,
okay.
Alex has just messaged me. You're not letting him in the box. Can you let him in?
I feel like Frankie feels like he didn't do nothing wrong because he never actually went there, but it was the tone in your voice that's affected the woman below because of the way that you spoke to her in that tone that she hasn't heard in 35 years.
Well, it wasn't just the tone that was there, and it was the fact that I'm going to watch you get beaten up. Hello, Alex. Can we hear from Alex? Hello.
Obviously, I don't even know what's been going on, right? But obviously, I'm gathering it was all the shit that went up in yesterday, right? I don't know the reason why I'm getting the blame for it, right? And why Frankie's getting attacked the way he is.
Alex, are you serious, please?
Yeah, I know I am totally serious because you know what it is, right? It seems to be like, oh, Alex sent the messages to Frankie because he wanted to stir Frankie up.
Yeah.
That's a load of bollocks. You know it is? Because if I don't... No, see, Felicity, you're just causing trouble now.
Okay.
Because the fact of the matter is, no one knows the relationship me and Frankie have. And me and Frankie spoke before, and Frankie's always said to me, oh, I like to be kept in the loop. If anyone said anything about me, tell me. So I wouldn't be much of a friend if I didn't show him their messages, would I? Exactly.
So could I just say, so on the phone to Frankie last night, you was absolutely right.
When you said, oh, I always feel like I'm kept out the loop.
You were so angry.
You messaged me last night saying sorry to bring you involved, didn't it? Don't try and make it like I'm saying, oh, tell me anything. Can you hear me still, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, don't try and make it like I'm messaging you saying, tell me anything. I don't care. Bro, when have I been on TikTok, bro? How many times have I told you I think it's shit, TikTok's gone shit and you should leave there? Don't try and sit here around and saying that I say, oh, please tell me anything.
Well,
Like,
why
you're not listening to what I'm saying to you.
Should Alex leave it because he had a good FYP show going? Why
because you don't know Alex in real life. You don't know his personal life. I know what he's gone through.
I've spoke to
You see,
Alex.
this is what I'm saying about
I've
TikTok.
spoke to Alex a lot.
You're all mad.
The thing is, though, he was raging to you on the phone, but comes on TikTok all calm because he knows you're going to kick off.
He wasn't raging on the phone to me at all.
You was raging.
You moaning about it, Alex, about the screenshot. You sent me the screenshot saying I can't believe this has happened, blah, blah, blah. I've gone live and then you've just gone off. Obviously, I know because I know you personally why you went off last night. I messaged you saying, why have you gone quiet?
Yeah, obviously.
And I know the reason.
And that's the reason why I ain't been live today.
People on TikTok don't know the reason.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the reason why I ain't been live all day. I haven't seen any of this.
Can I ask you a question, Alex, though? Do you think it was, wise for you to get involved? Because, there was only Mandy in the box and you had two grown men going at one woman.
Alex asked for
and
me
then
to
Frankie
get
turned around to you and said, why aren't you piping up, Alex? Why aren't you saying anything?
Who's two grown men going at Amanda?
Alex,
you and Frankie.
Alex, you asked for me to get in the box.
Yeah, it was out of line.
Yeah. I asked Amanda to get in my box because I went and tried to go into her live and got instantly blocked. Didn't I, Amanda?
I didn't block you, Alex. I've never blocked you from my live.
Did someone go in that live? I think her name, I don't know who it was. Didn't they say, oh, I've just blocked Alex and you and that's fine?
Because she said that if you came in, she's my friend and she's my mod, and she said if you came in, she was going to leave. But I didn't understand why you came in anyway, Alex, because we were discussing the trouble we've had with Alicia, and that didn't have any bearing on you.
Well, I'd seen the screenshots when my name was mentioned 700
but
times.
Did you see anywhere I mentioned your name, Alex?
Yeah, but my name was mentioned 700 times.
But did you see anywhere I mentioned your name?
Yeah, but Alex, Alex, how come? Why did you send me them? Why did you send me them if you still speak to Manda off the app? Like,
Manda, when was the last time you spoke to you off the app?
Well, you just tell me your friends.
The last time we had a call was a good 3 months ago, maybe.
Because, Frankie, do you know why? Because you can say things that he can't because he risks losing to death by P. So get you angry enough, you'll come on live and you'll get all the shit.
Felicity, you're just causing trouble now.
No.
You're just causing trouble. Why the hell would I care? I say stuff with chest.
Yeah, good. Say it with chest. Why didn't you say what Frankie said last night then, huh? Why did you get Frankie all mad?
Frankie's got a different attitude to me, obviously.
You got Frankie all mad to come on live last night.
Oh my God! This is what you do. You twist things.
Alex, listen. Alex said things with chest because you had to phone Frankie first and then get Frankie to come on.
I didn't phone Frankie first.
Alex,
you're lying again. Get into your printers, love.
Alex, please listen to me.
You was on the phone to him.
Alex, please listen to me out of the respect for the friendship that we did have. He's going to ruin you, mate, on this app. Everyone can see it. He is going to ruin you on this app. You had a lot of people who had a lot of respect for you, Alex, me included.
Nah, to be fair, I'll keep it real with you. Real life friendship.
How could I ruin Alex on the app? I work fucking 12 hours a day. How am I going to ruin Alex? I work 12 hours a day. What? Because I tell him he's being mugged off left, right and centre. And Alex is a different person off the app than he is on the app. So as a real man, I can't take it seeing him. He comes online and he's like a soft geezer. But off the app, he's not a soft geezer. So I'm saying to why you be like that?
Kicking off. So
no, I think you can realise, Felicity, I broke out my shell a little bit now so I can say what I want when I want.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah, okay.
But Alex, listen.
Like I said, Felicity, like I said to you, and I said to it yesterday on my live, right? If you want your fella, right, and I'll do it on live today.
My fella is fuck all to do with this. It's not even on.
Your fella, he's a dirty little racist. You dirty as a. Have you seen the stuff that he says about Muslims and the way he says about Asian people?
You're breathing a bit heavy there, Alex.
Your fella is an abuser. He's a woman beater. He's a racist.
What are you talking about?
Your fella's a racist abuser.
Tell me what you're talking about.
Abuser, 100% abuser.
Well, tell me what the fuck you're talking about, Alex.
Exactly.
If Felicity's fellas are racist, that's not on air, Alex. That's not.
But you know what? She dictates. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Manda? She dictates men on this app and tries to make men feel really little on this app.
No, that's just you, Alex. With your mushroom.
Angie, I know what you're saying. You've got an opinion on what I've said, yeah, but you're meant to be a real animal lover. What they said about Alicia's dog.
Frankie,
have you not mentioned anything about this? I'm not saying you've said it.
Made a comment in a live that we knew nothing about. Well, I'm telling you something.
So if you
now,
remove that person from making that sick accusation about a dog.
And I said, everything I've said, I will stand by, and I'll say it again. And she came in the chat and she said, everything I've said, I'll stand by. And I said, well, let me just tell you something now. I'm not bothered what she said about the dog because she didn't say she was going to skin it. But I said, I'm telling you now, what you said about Alicia's mother was fucking disgusting. And we do not stand by shit like that. If you want to go for Alicia, go for the looks or go call her a bitch or whatever, then do it. But do not ever go for her unalived mother and say that you'll stand by that.
Well, Amanda, can I just say something to you, please?
Yeah.
You know when you're saying about, oh my God, this is shocking, a man saying this and a man saying that, and then obviously, 1 minute.
Can I just say, right?
I did not threaten to spike anyone or skin Gladys. So stop running and stop using my face as your profile picture, you weirdo. It's a very old picture from 6 years ago, by the way.
My partner, he did make a racist remark, and I absolutely kicked off over it because 2 people was on the phone with me at the time, so Alex conveniently brings up. But an abuser.
Live? He did it while he was in live in a car?
Yes, and I kicked off and came off, and I went absolutely fucking mental.
So, okay, so he does it on phone calls as well then? So your fella's a racist, isn't he?
No.
You just said he done it on a phone call to people, but he done it on live as well?
Alex, where have you got proof that he's an abuser, please?
You told someone something before and it got relayed to me.
You fucking liar.
I've seen the way he oh my God, the way he shouted at you as well. Trust me, I know an abuser when I see one.
Why did he shout at me? When did he shout at me, Alex?
Ages ago when you was in the house and you had to mute the... Oh, do you know what? I ain't getting into it. You know what? You know what who he is and you know what he is as a person.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. You've got the wrong person, but I know exactly who you're talking about, Alex, you fucking dickhead.
No,
That
see, you're
wasn't
getting
me.
aggressive now because you've been caught out for, let's say...
wasn't
Oh,
me.
Yeah, but Alice, can I ask you a question? What's the difference between what Zed and what Frankie said to Mandy?
because Frankie's protected his missus. Massive difference.
There wasn't. No, there wasn't. Alex. Let me tell you, and I'll say it again. If I had a partner, there's no way I'm getting involved in between two women.
Boys.
That's wrong on every level, Alex.
Okay, yeah. All right, can I speak? Can I speak? Because you're mentioning me. Can I speak? Okay, listen. So, regarding what I says, right, like I've already said, maybe I was out of line for getting loud, for shouting, but I wanted to come up here to say I did not threaten Manda. Me personally, for me to physically do something, I did not do that. I did not do it. So I want that to be cleared. Whatever else comes of this, for how I spoke to her, for what I said, I'll take on the chin. But, like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was, but I was angry at the situation. Yes, okay, I didn't look into it. I got sent screenshots. I went live, got banned, phoned Alex, said go live. And maybe it just happened all too quick. But I did not threaten Amanda, and I just need everyone to know that. Like, it doesn't matter if you all believe it, Angie. I don't want people thinking that that's me.
You're saying that he was protecting Amy.
I'm going to post it slowed down.
Amy came into his box.
Angie doesn't. Yeah, but no, she never came to a box. She was shouting in the background.
She was in the background, yeah, and she threatened me first, Alex.
All I'm going to say, Amanda, let me tell you now, and I said it to you as well. You know this. Like, let me tell you now. Frankie, no matter how you're going to have a view on him, Frankie's a good lad, you know. And you know when you said he ain't changed, I'm going to tell you for a fact now, the guy has changed.
Well, he made threats last night, Alex. How can you say he's changed?
A bit stupid situation.
He made threats of violence last night, Alex.
Listen.
Felicity, you're not in the box.
Alex, he made threats of violence last night. He has not changed.
So he has.
He's not. He hasn't.
I know him
that's
as a
how the police
person, so
are
he has,
going to look
Amanda.
at it. That's how the police are going to look at it, Alex. He made threats of violence again last night towards a woman. He has not changed.
I didn't make a threat towards you. I did not threaten you. Stop saying it.
Frankie, listen to me. Listen to me. If you're that protective towards your girlfriend, stop threatening for her to go and fight other women. Because how do you know what could happen to her off the back of that? My husband was very protective towards me. He would never, ever have done that.
Okay, listen, we're going off the subject as well. Again, you're still saying...
We're not going off the subject.
I don't care what you think of me. I don't care. It honestly does not affect me in any way, shape or form. I have not threatened you, and I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to slow it down and I'm posting it. Other than that, I'm not getting
Frankie, you threatened to get your girlfriend. That's still a threat.
Yeah, I did. I did get threatened to get my missus to punch her head in. I did, yeah.
And to watch it.
Angie, you threatened to kick people's heads off before, Angie.
Sorry?
You threatened to kick people's heads off before.
Oh, God, what a banter.
Yeah, but this...
Mine was banter as well. Mine was dark humour.
Yeah, it was dark humour. He's a comedian.
Of course, Alex.
Yeah. I am, Angie, honestly, I'll go comedian school now. I signed up, £14 a month.
He's got size 26 feet.
Honestly,
why are you making light of this situation? And Courtney wants to get up. Courtney Unicorn wants to get up because I said to her the other day I'd jump all over her face because of the way she spoke to me. Yes, I did. But she lives in fucking Scotland. Does she think I'm driving to Scotland to jump on her face? Does she think someone else is driving to Scotland to spite me?
Amanda, you threatened me, and your friend Claire threatened to spike me.
Do you think Claire's going to drive to Scotland to spite you, Courtney? Get a grip.
Said it in the Discord, she wants to spike me.
Get a grip. Do you think she's driving to Scotland to spite you?
I think he's driving to anywhere. You get a grip.
Angie,
Courtney, how can you defend a man speaking to a woman and threatening a woman the way he did?
Why is it always gender-based?
I'll say the same to you, Courtney.
Why is it always gender-based?
I did not threaten her. And I hope to God you never go through DV, because believe me, if you get a man speaking to you the way he spoke to me last night...
And I hope no one spikes you, Amanda. What's your point?
You're a disgrace.
No,
And
you're a fucking
One sec,
disgrace.
Corny,
You're
can
a
I just
disgrace.
quickly ask you a question? Do you feel that when Alicia asked Mandy if why she's shaking, because it sounded like she, her voice
No
was
one
shaking.
should be threatening
it was okay
anyone.
that she maybe she was shaking?
Angie, no one should be threatening anyone. It's an app. I'm going to say that. I think this is all too much, but with all due respect, everyone's forgetting what Amanda and Claire and all that have written in a Discord about all of us out of nowhere.
They are words though.
Hold on.
Angie, can you do me a favour, please, Angie?
Hold on, are we not entitled to speak about people?
Manda,
Everyone on this app speaks
Manda,
about
can I just
people.
speak, please? Can we get Canadian Angie in the box? I want to sing happy birthday to her today. She's 70.
Oh no, we're not going to go there, guys. Big up Canadian.
It's her 70th birthday party today.
No, Alex, we're not going to go there.
We're
Big
in
up
the Discord,
Angie.
right? And we don't like you, so we say shit about you. You're going to lock us up for having an opinion on you? We don't.
They're all Darwin Charles CA guys.
Angie, can you big screen me just 1 second?
God, is that us? Did we say it? No.
This is okay.
Does that say Scouse Queen on the top of that
But do
comment?
you think that's okay? So wait, a whole live is being held because of Frankie, but you guys think this is okay?
Do you really think that Claire
Man on
would
there
put
threatening
herself-
Do you not think it's
It's
wild
the
to
very
even
man on there
say
threatening
that?
Do you
The point
really
of
think,
this is
Courtney-
because it was a man threatening a
Do
woman
you
with
really
another
think,
woman? That was the
Courtney,
point
that
of this,
Claire would
Courtney.
go on a nice out with you?
Yeah, can I just quickly
For
say
start.
something though, Courtney? That's nothing to do with Mandy. Is that her Discord?
No, it's not us.
But you
What
literally...
is this then? What is it? Discord or what?
Yeah, it's Discord.
Right,
And
so
let me
that's
go-
nothing to do with Mandy.
Yeah, and let me just make this clear. The person whose Discord it is away on holiday at the moment.
Yeah, but when
nothing
the
can
question
be put
is,
on
what's it to
there
do with Mandy?
either.
It's nothing to do with you, Mandy, this.
Well, you all stood by it. You all said that nothing was said wrong in there.
Yeah, but maybe she hadn't seen it. Do you know how many things messages
It
I've
has.
seen on
They've
Discord?
all seen it all.
Oh, Courtney, the fucking.
You sat there in all.
Andrew.
Oh, listen, don't get me started on you. Do you want to
Courtney,
keep posting
there was
pictures of people's
99.
faces?
Courtney,
Angie.
there was 99
Yeah?
people in that Discord.
Can you ask everyone
Do you think
if there's
we
any
can
way
keep
of
it
an end to this? Where does this go? Because this is boring now.
Yeah, I think there should be an outcome. Do you think you can just maybe guys all just move on and get on?
What do we want from this?
Everyone's arguing about a
You know what,
Discord.
Frankie?
I'm
What
not
I want-
responsible for my Discord. No one's responsible for their Discord. You know what I mean? I say
Frankie.
responsible, but you don't always see what's going
What I
on.
want is for no one to turn up at my house where my children are. That's all I want.
Okay, so are we just going to all forget that this is not forget, but Amanda, if you have been through DV in the past and a man shouting worries you, then I apologise that I shouted and made you feel that way.
It wasn't
Not
only
threatening.
shouting, it was threats as well, Frankie.
I didn't threaten you, mate. Oh my god. Courtney, Baguette's just sent me the thingy slowed down. Can you get it off her? Because I can't show it. I'm at the barber's, man.
The what thing, sorry?
What happened last night, she slowed it down. Showing that I said, send me your address and I'll bring
I'm
down.
out. I don't have a second device.
But Frankie, that's just as bad. You want to watch a woman, your girl?
Yeah, okay, all right.
That's
All
not
right,
wrong.
I'm here now. I'll take it on the chin. It's bad what I said. I shouldn't have threatened Amanda with my missus.
Can I just
I came up here to prove
Frankie,
that I did not
Frankie,
threaten Amanda.
Wait, can I just ask Angie?
No,
Angie,
this is
No,
important.
no.
This is
Frankie,
important.
Frankie, what?
why is it okay for Amanda to get her son to be about Luke? Did you not put a post up saying my son's...
Okay, that's not right. Look, Courtney, that's not
This is
okay, but that's
important.
Luke. That's someone
There's
else.
a
That's not
Twitter account
Luke.
in my husband's name.
Amanda that wrote
There's a
it!
troll account in here in my husband's name. Can you get it out, please?
Sorry,
The name?
Angie, can we go back to what I've just asked, please? Because I'm at the barber's. I don't care
What's
what
the
everyone else
name,
is arguing
Amanda?
about.
Guys, everyone just mute for a sec so Frankie can...
What everyone else is arguing about, listen, you can carry on doing that. I want to get I'm here. I came up for me. Yeah, I want to get the point between me and Amanda and whoever else there is that has an issue with me. Can we sort it now? Like, I don't ever come give you any drama. We had an argument last night. I shouted. I got out of line. That's fair enough. I'm going to prove that I didn't threaten you because I just want to clear my name that way. Other than that, let's just move on.
As long as no one turns up
Amanda's
at my
gone.
house where my children are, I'm good. But obviously, Amanda's got.
And is Mandy okay if she's gone? But is she okay with that? Yeah.
She's going to be really upset. I don't know. Is there a troll account with her husband's name in it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
The baby, so I can't
I don't
delete
want
it.
to dox it. I don't want to dox it.
I think at the end of the day, I think Frankie said it out of anger. He didn't mean it was an empty threat. He's not going anywhere. His missus not going anywhere, and just drop it and just put it to bed.
So what everyone else is going to go on about, that's fair enough. Like, you can do, you like, I know that's what people like to do. Not maybe not like to do, but you just do it. But me personally, I do not want this shit. I can't be asked to look up my phone, see that someone said something, then have to come back. It's just boring, man.
You say, Frankie, we haven't really been on the app for months.
I haven't been, Felicity, I haven't been on here. Yeah, okay.
I just think you was used in your mate's little check.
Oh, my God.
That's what you are, Frankie.
No, you weren't. You're just causing trouble. How? Felicity, you're on about Frankie turning up. I'll turn up.
Okay, go on then.
Fucking idiot. That's another problem that you don't want, trust
Right,
me.
now it's turning up at
Alex,
anyone's
is that
house.
you threatening now?
Guys, we all went
I'll
out
smash your fella up, 100%. 100% smash your fella up.
Felicity, wait, can I ask Felicity a quick question? Do you truly believe that, and I know it wasn't you that said things, right, I respect that, but do you agree that sitting there discussing whether children are Muslim or not, talking about how weird they are and things like that, speaking about spiking, isn't talking TikTok drama and having a gossip?
No, it shouldn't be talking about the kids. It shouldn't have been spoken about. There was 2 comments and it shouldn't have been spoken about. We've all agreed on that.
Nancy behaviour, that is.
Nancy behaviour. Fuck off, Alex.
Talking about kids.
Nonce on here.
Talking about kids, if they're Muslim or not. That's mad.
You joked
Yeah,
about
but that's how
fucking
Nancy
child
behaviour,
essay.
No one ever. Prove it.
You joked about child essay. Don't fucking come for me and call me a fucking nonce.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, but people have debates about that, Alex. It's not Nancy behaviour. I don't understand why people keep saying if you talk about a child, you're a nonce. What's wrong with people?
You fucking tugged off while I'm fucking live.
Oh my God. You are now just deflecting because you've been caught out yet again.
I'm really not
You want to bring up every little thing. But all I'm going to say to you is, I'm going to tell you exactly how it is, right? When you're talking about kids, if kids' names are this, kids' names are that, it's weird.
Okay, but it wasn't us. Did I say it? Did I
But
speak
you was all
about
doing it. You was all doing it in the chat. It's weird behaviour.
Can you get the proof then, please? Because we only saw.
This is Manda's thing where she's offering out her son to Luke the Judge. So why is it okay for her to offer out her child to another man, but women can't? So a partner can't offer out his girlfriend? No.
Can you, Courtney?
Putting a woman in danger, a man's a man.
I'm going to be a pain here because I'm blind as a bat. Would you better read it out?
So it's just short terms. It was because of what happened the other day. Basically, there's something to do with like a back forth between her and Luke, and you can see here it just says things like screenshot, because I can't actually read it either because I never have to put my face on camera. But if Luke Judge fancies taken on me, I've got one here who's, I think it's her son, I've got one ready here for you any single day of the week. So she's offering out her son to fight Luke the Judge. So what's different between what happened? Is it just because it was in a box?
No, it just seemed a lot worse than a message. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that's a message, isn't it? So, and that's to do with Luke, not to do with Frankie.
No, but it's the same thing. She's saying on an app that which I'm sorry, what mother wants their son to have a fight with someone over TikTok?
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between saying, show me your address, I want to put my girlfriend and watch it, I think it's just very different.
It's the exact same in my eyes.
More angry as well.
Exactly the same in my eyes.
No, this is on a message.
When men, and that was 2 women, it's completely.
Yeah, but there's a massive difference though, because obviously Frankie doesn't hit women, so he's obviously got his missus who's obviously going to stand up.
Different. So you got 2 men that she was going to send the men round to do a match.
Like I said, I think now comments
Frankie sending his woman round to fight. Women shouldn't be fighting.
No one's going to go anywhere. I think just end it. You know what I mean? Just move on from it. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't hear that. I had a phone call.
When it's a man on a woman, always.
Oh, yeah. So are we still on about me threatening Amanda?
No, there's on about the Amanda things threatening Luke now.
Yeah, well, I didn't threaten her, and if I got too loud and it worried her, then I apologise. But other than that, if someone's going to mention my missus, my job is to protect my woman. That's my job.
Yeah, Frankie, can I just say, though, I don't feel a man should ever get involved in an argument with 2 women. You know, it's like me saying, okay, I'm having an argument with, say, Zayana, and then for me to say I'm going to get my boyfriend on to
Amy would never have said, I'm going to get my boyfriend. Amy is not that type of person. But no matter what happens in life, whether I have to lose my life or take a charge, I will always protect my woman. It doesn't matter what happens. I don't care what anyone says, what any of you got to say.
Sound like you was protecting her. You were sending her down for war. You weren't
What's that,
protecting
Diana?
her. It did sound like you were protecting her. You were sending her down for war.
Yeah, like I said, when I was protecting her, maybe I attacked it the wrong way. Maybe I got a bit angry. I am a type of person that does lose it like that, but I ain't having people say that I'm some bad guy, you know what I mean? Me and my missus got a good relationship. She's happy. We got a good life. So I don't want to have people saying, oh, this man's a fucking beast. I'm far from it. I'm just on TikTok and I can't take the shit that people give out.
You need to think before you talk, and you need to think of what people are sending you to give a reaction to.
But the thing is, people act differently though. Not everyone's the same.
No matter what happens in life, whether it's on TikTok or in the fucking jungle, if someone or anyone or a female, male, anyone tries to go for my missus, I'm going to protect her 100%. I'll never stop.
No, but you weren't protecting her because you were sending her out for war. You weren't saying, "I'll come down and smash your face," and you were saying, "I'll come down and smash your face."
And this is where you twist it now.
How was I meant to react then, mate? When someone's calling my missus fat, when my missus is far from fat.
Well, you may as well have just done it the whole hug and said, "I'll come down and smash your face in."
But I wasn't going to smash her face in, was I? So
instead, you're going to send Amy down to go and smash your face in.
Oh, I don't know. I think we're just going around in circles. I know what you're saying, but we're going around in circles here. But I don't know. I'm not that guy that threatens to beat Manda up. So
What the hell?
Oh, I do leave the house. Don't get it twisted.
There's a stray cat in my house.
I've lived my life, baby.
Right, you're going to stay outside. You're hungry. Okay, get you some food. Sorry, guys, I just had a stray cat coming.
That's not a stray cat. That's Bobalusha, that is, in cross-dressing.
Oh, Babalusha's upstairs. I heard a big meow.
Amanda's in the box, apparently.
Who?
Can we get a resolvement now? So obviously, fucking.
Yeah, let's resolve it. Where is she?
Manda's in the box. Can we get Manda in? Let's resolve this.
Right, I'm just going to go feed this cat. Okay.
I just want to clear up that post about Luke the Judge. My son was fuming about that because Luke the Judge said on a live in front of over 2,000 people that if I was his mother, he'd be ashamed of him. He'd be ashamed of me. And that's why I did that post. Because my son's not ashamed of me.
Luke's messaged me saying, he said, you was goading him calling little boy, and then he called you a catfish, then you said threatened with your son.
No, hold on. He jumped on board when I was arguing with Alicia, saying Alicia's got me. And then he called me a catfish and I called him a little boy.
And you talked about his sexuality, he said.
What I said to him was, why don't you just come out of the closet and be your authentic self and live your best life?
Let's go feed this cat.
So what's wrong with that?
I just don't think the thing is, I don't think sexuality should have been is irrelevant really in this argument.
Hold on. When he's arguing with women, it's questionable, Alex. My son doesn't argue with women.
Yeah. Well, that's your son, though, and everyone's different.
Yeah, I brought my son up to be a gentleman, and he does not argue with women. He doesn't do social media, and he doesn't argue with women.
I just think, honestly, in this day and age, everyone's different, and I'm sick and tired of everything based around gender. Like, a man can be jumped on by women, and a man just has to stand there and take it.
Hold on, Alex, hold on. When you've got a man who's going for a woman and calling her names, yeah, I will question it.
I don't know where you're trying to go with this.
I'm speaking to Alex. I will question it because in my life, in my dad, my brothers, my husband, my son, they don't go for women, Alex.
Okay, Manda, I've tried to solve this. I've come up.
I didn't call Luke an angry lesbian. I've never called Luke a lesbian.
I think I'm going to send you my number in your inbox. Get your son to ring me, and me and your son will sort it. And if you think I'm such a bad person for saying what I said, and I'm clearly not going to come up to you, yeah, sorry.
The police are sorting it.
Well, I thought your son was a bad man.
My son's not a bad man, but put it this way, he's not scared of no one, and he can't handle himself.
Please, instead of using police like a little weapon.
No, the police have already been phoned, and it wasn't even me who done it. It was someone else who.
Yeah, when you've ruined your case by being in this box today. But I ain't going to have you sit there going, my son doesn't speak to women. I've got a better life than your son. I put my life on that.
And can I put Ashley in
Your son lives with his mum. Your son lives with his mum, 32 years old, bro.
Do you know why he still lives with me? Do you know why he still lives with me?
Does Shireen live with you?
Because he looks after me. That's why he lives with me. But believe me, Frankie, calling everyone skint, he's got enough money saved because he's worked since he left school. He's worked while he was still in college, and he's still in the job and worked his way up from when he was in college. And he's got enough money in the bank to buy a house if he wants to.
Going to buy one then and stop living off mummy.
No, I'm
going to get some hair removal anyway.
I want him here with me. And I want him here with me. And my son is a proper man.
Yeah, well, Amanda,
let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else, Frankie. Let me tell you something else, Frankie. You were calling me a skint scruff and a skint tramp last night. I'm far from skint. I'm far from skint, mate. Because you know, when my husband passed away, I was left very well off for the rest of my life. I'm far from skint.
Okay, fair play to you. We'll do something with your money and go and see the world instead of sitting on TikTok.
Let me just say something before I drop. I'm going away in 3 weeks.
Manda,
I'm going away in 3 weeks.
Manda, I tried to come up here. I tried to come up here to be cool, but listen, I'm going to send you my number. Get your son to ring me.
Don't send me your number. I don't want your number. I don't want nothing to do with you.
I'll drive and see your son because you're sitting up here going, my son's a man. I'll prove your son is a man.
My son is a man. My son is a man who doesn't speak to women the way you do.
Get your son to meet me. I'll come and put.
My son doesn't speak to women the way you do.
Do you know there's one woman in my life that I need to respect and
This is in the hands of the police.
Mate. You're a no one.
And you're a no one to anyone.
He's not. He's someone to other people.
Alex, I'm really disappointed in you. I'm really disappointed in you, Alex.
Oh, do you know what it is? I'm not disappointed in nothing.
Well, I'm really disappointed in you. I wish I'd have listened to everything that people were telling me about you instead of defending you.
Do you know what it is,
Frankie, let me tell you. Yeah, and I thought we were friends as well.
Go on, tell me, Manda.
You haven't bothered me for months.
Thanks for the...
What was you going to tell me, Manda?
It's in the hands of the police. It's in the hands of the police.
Wow, do you think I give a fuck?
So no, my son won't be getting involved. My son won't be getting involved because someone contacted the police last night when they saw... What?
Your son will be getting involved.
Are you threatening my son now?
Oh, this is what I mean. Like, you get in boxes.
Are you threatening my son now?
Listen to me, right? What happens on this app?
Are you threatening my son now?
Oh my God! No, he ain't. You know what he is.
Hold on, no, Alex. I'm speaking to him. Are you threatening my son now?
If your son, 32-year-old, lives with mummy,
he's not 32. He's 28.
Take his head off.
He's 28. Are you threatening my son now? Did you just say you're going to take my son's head off?
I did not threaten you. That's all that matters.
Did you just say you're going to take my son's head off?
I said if your son wants to see me, I would take his head off.
No, you've just said that you will take his head off. And are you still saying, Alex, that he's changed?
Yeah, he's changed.
He doesn't make threats of violence. Alex, Ange, thanks for this. I really appreciate you.
So I assume you're not going to be able to sort it out then. Okay?
Alex, do you know what? I wish I'd have believed everything that
Amanda, go and use your fucking husband's money and go and see the world, you boring cunt.
You're a fucking disgrace.
Go and see the world.
You're a fucking
sitting at home, you and your son's got savings, you've got savings, and you both sit at home. Scumbags.
I'm embarrassed for you.
You don't need to, I don't care. My life is nothing to do with you, mate. You fucking dickhead.
I'm glad we resolved it.
I was going to just say, you don't want to, just don't go to the situation, do you know what I mean?
Listen, Angie, I asked several times, do you want to sort it? She come up going, my son is such a good guy, doesn't threaten women. I ain't threatened her at all. I live a good life. My missus is well looked after. We have good love together. We see the world. This woman is irrelevant to me. Phone the police, what they're going to say? You made a threat over TikTok. I didn't threaten no one.
Angie, you know as well as me, the police don't give a shit about TikTok.
Who cares about fuck the police? I'm going to record that, fuck the police. Hate them. Hate the government. Fuck the system.
To be honest.
Can I just ask you a question, Ange? I was listening, and you know when you were saying that whatever is being said in the Discord, it doesn't justify a reaction of threatening violence. You know, I've got to agree with that. But what do you think that in this Discord, I don't know exactly who said it, the people, like I can't name the person, but because they didn't like Alicia, they went in that Discord and they were threatening horrific violence against dogs, saying they were going to skin Alicia's dog, they were going to do this, they were going to do that.
First of all, I don't agree with that, but you can put that on my Discord, I might not see it. I might not see it for 2 days.
No, I know what you're saying about seeing it, but I mean, Frankie...
No, it's not right. Of course it's not right, but that's nothing to do with Mandy. If unless Mandy's said it herself, I don't take responsibility for what people put in the Discord because I don't monitor it 24/7. So
You know,
I
in
don't
the
something like that on my Discord. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I get that, but that wasn't my point. What my point being is, Frankie, like all of this live today has been about Frankie's reaction to something that was...
I speak facts, suck your mum. Come on, you really can't. I'll punch your head in as well.
And what my point has been is, for people in that Discord, their reaction to not liking Alicia was to threaten violence and skinning a dog.
Yeah, but that's not Andy. That's that could be a troll.
Can I just say something here? You know, on Discord, you react to things. You can put like a laughing face or a heart. I've got every single person that reacted to these things, so I know who saw it and who didn't.
Okay, and was Mandy one of those?
Yeah, she was.
Okay, well, listen, I don't know.
Angie, what you've got to look at here, Manda gives it out all the time, and she's had it back once. Now everyone's saying she's victim. How? I don't understand it. She can't go. You can't sit on this.
I don't agree with it. I ain't going for a woman in that way.
Because these are all bitching together and you're a man going for a woman.
No men should go for women.
Because I was listening to what was going on in here. Did he just get banned?
You know, I was a little bit shocked by you, Alicia, because you actually turned around and said that you wanted to film it. Is that correct?
I said that. I said to Frankie, record Amy doing that to Manda. Yeah, I did.
You know how many kids do that on where they beat someone up and they film it. I don't know. There's a name for it. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, but what are we comparing kids to that?
Do you know what? Angela, do you know, I don't want to be kicked out your box because I want to get my point across here.
Don't kick you. I'm not going to kick you.
I just watched a video where you were saying I stand with Miss Red's abuser in regards to DV.
What happened there? So now you're twisting it. What happened?
I'm just saying what I've seen.
That was a sarcastic comment. I was being sarcastic. Did I mean it? No. Why did I say that? Because she said about my trauma. And she said she didn't believe me. She has an opinion on that, absolutely. But she also supported someone that said the worst about my trauma. So that was me and Miss Red. That's back and forth. But I said it in a sarcastic way.
Are we going to discuss Manda threatening Courtney or Manda threatening her son to go here, there, and everywhere?
That's a woman.
I just come in here to say what's actually happened because obviously these lot have their.
Yeah, but what you said, Alicia, made me a little bit sick to my stomach. I'm not going to lie. When you said
Angie, that's over the top. What you're saying?
Well, no, because you support.
Well, then okay, then it was banter. I was bantering about the filming.
Angie,
it was sarcasm.
It was sarcasm. Can I ask you a serious question?
I don't find mocking Miss Red's
DV banter. That's not banter.
I don't find mocking Miss Red's. Yeah, and saying that Miss Red, you stand with her abuser.
Alicia, I find that sick. I said that, and Miss Red probably knows that. I was being sarcastic. Yeah, because
I don't think it was sarcasm.
You said it. No, the thing is, you've looked at my reaction, not her action. Her action was she don't believe me about the grape, and she supported somebody that said the worst about my grape. You know what I mean? So I've gone back at her. So that's a reaction.
And can we just remember as well that when this stuff happened with you and Frankie, I was the person who sat here and defended you. And this is when we was like at each other's throats. I sat here.
Everyone. Angie, people support people that have poor actions. Look, if someone's talked about your grape, which is disgusting, and they're friends with someone else, you can't target them because everyone supports different people for different reasons.
Yeah. No, there's a lot more to run.
But I want to, because these lot sat slandering my name, I was on my own live, and the stuff that's being said was.
Alicia, I think why I find it quite shocking what you said is because you do support DV, which I think a lot of women do.
I stand against DV and I stand for women. Yes, I do.
Sorry. You stand against DV, absolutely. And then you turned around and said that you want to film Frankie's girlfriend beating up Hannah.
That's not DV, Angela. That is Manda is.
Whoa! Well, it's not DV. However, a man arranging for a woman to fight another woman, in my eyes, is very similar.
Manda
it's not. You know what it is? It's called a fight
people and saying that she was saying to Courtney she was going to do this, that, and the other.
In the comment, I never said it was DV, but what I'm saying is you can't support DV Yeah, so to support, well, people that,
Angie, have you not thought about this, Angie? Have you not thought about it?
Let me finish. You can't support TV victims and then go around
completely different things.
I want to film this woman being beaten up that's been arranged by a man.
Yeah, but Angie,
Then
how
when
about
she's
this then,
talking
Angie?
to
Let me
her,
say
you're
this
saying, why
right.
are you shaking?
Let me know when I
No,
go.
you're going to twist it now.
One second, Alice, and then you did say, Alicia, why are you shaking, Mandy? You said
I said, why is your voice shaking? Because she's got a lot to say all the time, threatening.
Nothing to do with TV, behave.
She threatens violence on people continuously. This older lady is continuously threatening violence on people. So I said,
Angie, let me sum this up now. What's the difference, right? Maybe Frankie, right, was just for fight promoting, like Eddie Hearn, the boxing and stuff. Maybe he was getting his missus and Amanda to get it hash it out. Maybe Frankie's not a problem. He's just a fight promoter. How about that?
Yeah, I think it's disgusting what you do, Lisa.
I think some of the things you do are disgusting as well, Angela.
You said that you want to film it.
I don't want to film it.
But you want to film a woman being beaten up while a man sits by and watches it.
I would like to see, do you know, with the things that they've said and done and how she's been threatening everyone with violence, I would like to see that, yeah.
Talk about the things she said and done, right? Well, guess what?
I'm trying to, but you're not letting me.
Right, there are a lot of women that have done things in a DV relationship. Maybe cheated, maybe provoked him. You provoked me. You done it. I'm justified by what I did.
It's nothing to do with DV.
It is.
It's not.
No, but Alicia, it's not to do with DV. I'm not saying it is DV. I'm not saying that. But you can't support TV and then say, I want to film a woman being beaten up while a man watches it. You cannot do that.
If this woman's running around threatening violence on everyone and threatening everyone with her son, and then she gets smacked up, I don't care.
Do the right thing, go to the police, or otherwise...
I'm not going to go. Why am I going to waste police time?
You know, that we're talking about Frankie and Mandy, not anybody else. We're not talking about anybody.
We're coming to say about the stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
You're not letting me talk about it. You're telling me that I'm in the wrong for saying that someone who...
actually film someone getting beaten up. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. And you're saying...
it's sarcasm, isn't it, Angie?
No, I don't see it as sarcasm.
Are you the only person who can be sarcastic on this app?
I think it's dark humour.
Yeah, it's dark humour.
No, it wasn't. No, when it was an actual argument. You know what I mean?
Listen, I just want to say about this Discord thing. Like, I don't care if people slag me off and slate me and say about the way I look and whatever they were saying. My issue is that these people put pictures of my children in a Discord, discussed my children's name and heritage and race and whatever, like people always do. Put pictures of my ex in there. Put pictures of my business page in there. Said things like they were saying they were going to skin my dog. Talking about my mother, the usual spiel that these people do.
There was it. People may have shit about in my Discord, and that gets leaked, and I've not seen it.
But the point is, I have the reactions to these comments from the Discord, and the people that are saying, "Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, it was just two people." No, you lot were fully involved in things. You were asking my children's ages. So for me, all the people that were in there that reacted to things and were part of it, they're nonsense. All right. That's all I wanted to say.
Angie, I'm being targeted in the chat by Canadian Angie. Can you tell her to behave?
Oh, bun Canadian Angie.
Be on Canadian Angie. Go harder.
I don't know how you support her. You know what? You're all wrong uns for supporting her, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
We get the best cakes.
Orange hearts for CA, guys. Absolutely.
Oh,
She doesn't have
God,
orange hearts.
so
She has grey
desperate.
hearts, Angela.
Yeah, desperados, man. You do know what sort of normal mentality, right? Uses their daughter's photo to catfish a guy on TikTok. Madness.
Yeah, and what woman says I want to film a woman getting beaten up?
A fight promoter. A fight promoter does.
Angie, do I have to go and get all of the recordings of you saying things about DV and telling people they deserved it or they're lying or whatever?
Yeah, she is.
Let me tell you why I said what I said. Let me tell you what I said.
Yeah, but you've said it to several different people.
Okay, one second, CA, before CA speaks, let me tell you. The reason I've said what I said is because I will never support a woman that supports a man, that goes for a woman or threatens a woman. I'll never support.
Who didn't threaten her? Amy did. Amy was in the background saying it.
A woman's past when they're singing my box and they've been through TV or whatever they've been through, but yet there they are supporting a man.
Amy was in the background saying it.
Hi, CA.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, you're all right.
I'm okay, thank you. So, Alex, as you're sitting here for your clout because you're coming back after crying.
What do you mean, clout?
Crying your little eyes out how you had to leave the app. and now you're back. Oh,
no, I'm so. Wow. You know what? You've got me there, Granny.
You know what? Let's just remember one thing. No one's forgotten about your fish paste and tears.
You know, also people haven't forgotten Canadian.
Hey, Alex,
you allowed a woman in your box to talk about sex acts with a child.
Brigham, where's your hands right now?
Where's your hands right now? Sex acts with a child, a baby.
Brigham, where's your hands right now? Because we know what you like to do when you're on when you're on live. You can't come for no one.
Start moaning. You can't come for no one because you know the one thing that I've never done is allowed someone in my box to promote child porn.
Go put your teeth in, Brigham.
You literally, right, allowed, listen to me now, you allowed someone in your box to talk about a sex act with a baby.
A sex act with a baby?
Yes.
And who's that?
Many times he tried to get you bananaed.
When was that? When EQ said about Pearl to go and sit on her daughter's face, and you dropped me and didn't drop Pearl? I mean, you didn't drop EQ?
Yeah, that is true. That did happen. When
yes, it's a fact. I've got the screen recording. I'll put it out there if you want.
Wait, can I intervene really quickly? However, Pearl and EQ are now friends. Okay, now they're not, but they were friends. Pearl was friends and wanting help.
Doesn't matter. She allowed it in her box.
She allowed it in her box.
Alicia, shut up.
And allowed a woman
Happy 70th birthday,
on
by
her
the way.
granddaughter's face.
Alicia,
right. Let me ask you a question, right?
Happy 70th.
You're right.
Yeah, go call PLM.
Have the best day.
Go call PLM.
Scottish Johnny, like you do.
Yeah, Alex, you're right with what you said. EQ did say about Pearl's grandbabies, but why is Pearl now friends with her?
Pearl, that's up to Pearl. You can't come at me for that. I'm saying to her, she allowed it. She's coming at me saying, "Oh my God, Alex said this," and I've said, "Well, the one thing I've never done, and I've never seen anyone else do on the app, is allow that to be said in a box and not drop them." And actually, said big up EQ. It literally said big up EQ for saying it.
That person is probably a bit odd, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but saying big up EQ for saying it.
Go get the video where
imagine
put it out there.
Put
it out there because you're looking to look stupid.
Yeah, go get it. Go get it. Where's your hands right now? Where's your hands right now, Brigham? You're gonna start.
You've been caught out. This is what the problem is for you, grannies. You're senile, you see. Happy 70th birthday, senile Canadian Andrew.
Yeah, Brigham.
Happy 70th. Have the day you deserve.
Happy 70th birthday, Canadian Andrew. Stop catfishing men on an app because you're absolutely butters.
You're a friggin' one's a pedalo enabler who sticks with PLM and doesn't think they're
Scottish Johnny? Oh no, that's you.
Scottish Johnny was your mud, mate. Scottish Johnny was your mud.
Over there, the other one over there with the sick mind about crab paste and tears.
Remember saying to Kale, I lost Scottish Johnny.
We're gonna put
Alex, put your hands on your head so we know where
they are. Sorry, man.
Alex,
I'm tapping the screen with one hand and I got the other one holding it.
Don't get your phone all dirty, Alex, with your hands when you touch it.
Yeah, go on. You know,
go on.
Is that what you do when you send in pictures of your daughter out?
Can I just say, no, I don't think he's doing anything because we're not talking about children.
Very dangerous things to be saying, Ange.
That's weird.
Very weird, Ange.
Not weird. Were you not having a debate on ADHD?
Oh, was that sarcasm? Sorry.
Oh, so yeah.
It's a bit of sarcasm.
Yeah, just a bit of sarcasm.
Were you not talking about ADHD, Alex?
No. This is where this thing all got twisted. Remember, I proved it.
You weren't talking about children and ADHD at the time?
No.
Right. Yeah.
So that's all proof. That was all proof.
You guys keep going on about pedlos, yeah? And let me tell you, get that little put a little finger of yours and point it to yourself. Yeah.
When people are sat in a Discord discussing my children, they're pedlos.
One sec, Alicia, you're one of them. You're obsessed with pedlos.
No, I call out pedlos.
Obsessed with pedlo this and pedlo this.
I'll call them out.
Get that finger and put it to yourself because you're hiding something.
No, I'll just find it, Angie. You're sticking with the Canadian Angie because she's a gifter.
No, she doesn't gift me. She hasn't given me for a while.
Canadian Angie, send her a lion if she's your real friend.
No, that's what you do, Alicia.
She's not your real friend. Oh my God.
That's you and Top Girl, Alicia. That's you and Top Girl.
You find the person that's speaking about the pedlo the most, constantly calling people pedlos. Is there something?
No. I care about children's safety. And when people are sat in a Discord putting pictures of my children and speaking about my children.
Alex Brigham a nonce.
I never called it. I said it's noncy behaviour at the time. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. But yet you are now sitting in his box.
I don't think Alex Brigham's
a nonce. Sitting here calling out
I think Canadian Angie is because she talks about kids all the time. Alex doesn't speak about kids.
You don't, honestly, Alicia, you don't think someone who sits there, be honest now, not because he's your friend, who sits there and refers to a pedlo's chair and says crab paste and tears. You don't think there's anything
Well, he wasn't
wrong with
talking about that thing. That's the problem.
I'm
That's where you
Angie,
go.
hang on a minute. Can I ask Canadian Angie something? So do you think if someone gets pictures of someone's children, okay, and they put them onto adult pictures, so adults with no clothes on, they put the children's heads onto those pictures, do you think that's a pedlo? Do you think that's wrong?
I think that's wrong, but you're the one.
That's what Scottish Johnny did, and that's your mate.
You,
that's your mod. You're his mod, and you
did.
speak
You're
to each
him up.
other in
You bring up
DMs.
Purple Aki.
You can
You
twist
bring
the
up
part. I've
Purple Aki.
spoken about that so many
Excuse
times.
me, Lisa, I'm going to debunk that little thing. See what you got there. Scottish Johnny has also sent me evidence that Kate, is it Kate? No, is it Kate? Wait a minute. It's got a name now. Alex's mods.
Cat.
Big up Cat.
That's it. Cat has actually doxed children in the PLM server.
No,
Yep.
I've got evidence of that.
Yeah, do you know what, Ange? You know what? That message, I've seen that myself, right? But I also played the recording where Scottish Johnny said afterwards that you can change anyone's name on a Discord and make anything seem believable.
Bullshit.
Well, maybe you've done that with Scottish
You mean
Johnny.
I played the recording? You mean bullshit? Can I know? You
Maybe
played the
you've done
recording
that with
alone.
Scottish Johnny then. Because the evidence that you've got about him is
Why are you deflecting from what this person's done? Like, this is her mod, Canadian Angie, he was her mod, sorry, and then she was his mod, and then she messaged Kales to say, oh, I'll ask Johnny, her mate.
Have a look in the box.
You want to sit, you're the only person on this app
Alicia.
that's ever said that I'm in PLM.
Alicia, hold up. You
don't know what you're talking about. You've just come here
Alicia,
from Canada.
no,
No, I'm not finished. And then you can talk. I'll be quiet on mute. You've come here from Canada. You make things up. You twist things to fit your narrative, going on about someone who had a kid years ago, by the way, with someone who was underage, probably when I was a teenager. So what would I know about that? You lie and you make things up. You're a weird woman.
Oh.
You send pictures of your daughter to people. You're noncy because you talk about kids all the time. So I'm going to sit in now and say that's you.
Okay, are you
You
done?
can play any video you want. Couldn't give a shit. You're fucking obsessed. Do you ever say anything positive?
Are you done?
You just chat shit.
Are you done?
Go on.
Okay. So first of all, we'll address your Scotty one. So the Kales thing that came out, number one, was not what you think. And I've put up the original WhatsApp message. So when you go back to your Scottish Johnny, he was never my mod. And everyone went into Scottish Johnny's because he was in this box saying he was going to out Brigham for being in PLM. And everybody was in his live. Why he modded me, I don't know, and I demodded myself as soon as I noticed I was modded. So don't start with your crap, because no one was his mod.
Do you believe, Canadian Angie, that I was in there?
Alex, I'm talking, and then you'll have your turn, I guess. I'll mute.
I want to speak, because I've got shit to do. I've got shit to do in real life. Right, firstly, Angela, was you in the PLM server?
Never.
No, but there was an account in there in your name. So
Yeah,
shall we all,
that was Scottish
shall we all
Johnny.
believe that it was
Scottish
you?
Johnny, yeah. He
So them
admitted to putting my
screenshots you were
conversation.
sent, you know was lies because you publicly apologised. Anyone can have any name in any server, and it wasn't even in my name. You all know that Scottish Johnny's a fucking
I've got
thief.
evidence, you
So
ruined
before
it.
you start running your mouth about me, you cunt, don't apologise on a public platform and then backtrack, bitch, because I will turn up to
But
your
you
house
weren't
and knock
PLM,
you
you
fucking
are
out and
PLM.
say that you...
I've got the evidence. So what are you saying that you weren't there?
Yours are cheap.
What is he saying she's not in there?
Cunt! You apologise because you was wrong, you stupid bitch! You're fucking two convicted paedophiles in your box. So who are you talking about, you old cunt? Look at the fucking state here! You don't even know what fucking day it is, you dripping bitch! You can't say shit about me, you fucking old cunt! Fucking, you
Right,
can shut
listen,
your
you've
mouth
got
all your
Johnny in your
fucking
box.
cunts. You can't
You've
pick
got Johnny
people
in
with
your
your
box, so
fucking
get him
pictures,
up because he'll
bitch.
tell you that I was never in
You weren't
PLM.
PLM though, Kat, were you not?
I was in the server, yeah. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Because they trolled my kids and I was getting revenge. That's why. That's why, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't know fuck all, you silly cunts. All you know is I just red one and run your fucking mouth. But you know what? Carry on running your mouth, darling, because I will turn up. I will turn up, big badass boxer. You don't know then, yeah, you're
Sorry, I can't have any PLM in my life. Sorry, Kat. Yeah. You just admitted. I'm glad you did. You actually also admitted that your friends are Purple Wacky, did you not? Not the real Purple Wacky, the Purple Wacky on here. Did you not? I've got the video. I can play it for everybody if you want, Kat. Yeah.
So did
you sit there saying you're in
No,
there
I
to get
didn't. I said he gifted
Who
me and said
sat
I'm
there
pretty
to do
years
that?
ago. Do you know what gets me on this app, right? You lot come on here and you come on here new. I was around when PLM were doing whatever they were doing. I was on this app. You lot weren't. You just run with stuff you're told without facts. You know fuck all about it. Johnny's in the box. Get him in here and the geezer will tell you he don't know who I am.
Canadian Angie, do you honestly
It
believe?
came out of your own mouth. Brigham, shut up.
You sit there and you say, oh, they're all nonsense.
See, look
They're
here,
all
you
nonsense. It's
you said
weird.
right.
It came out of your own mouth, Alicia. on
Yeah,
a
it did. I
video.
just said it again.
Yeah,
I
but
just
what?
said it again.
You're picking up- But here's
Angie,
the thing.
can I
If you
speak?
listen to everything
Brigham,
I
one
said,
second.
if
Alicia,
you listen to
here's the
everything I
thing.
said, you'd hear what I was saying, not a chopped together video.
That's not a chopped together video. I'm
Yes,
gonna
it
get
is. You can see where it cuts off. It's a chopped together video. Play it every single day. Nobody fucking cares. Everyone knows I'm not in PLM. Everyone knows I'm not a nonce. Everyone knows that I call out nonces.
Alicia, even if it's a chopped up video, those words still came out of your mouth.
Yeah, they did. I just said it again. I just said to you, you come on this app, you hear things about this, that, and the other about PLM. You've got no idea about nothing. You're just some bitch sat in Canada using your daughter's pictures. You're about 70 years old. No
I'm
one
not
fucking
70
cares.
years old. That is who I am, and I don't give a shit what you guys say. I don't
It's
care.
not who. Okay, turn your camera on. End it now,
Alicia.
and people will stop calling you a catfish. Turn your camera on
You
right
can
now.
call me a catfish all you want. I don't care.
You won't turn your camera on.
Let me tell you this much. You're talking about a picture of a woman nobody's posted. I haven't posted since 2019. And I'm not going to say anything any further because it's none of your business. Who's
Catfish.
passed and who hasn't.
Big catfish in the house.
You, on the other hand, talk about pedlos.
Korean wants the box.
Perkolaki, talk about children.
I have got children, and I will
No
call
one
out every
cares.
single nonce on
You're
this app.
sitting-
How about
no,
that? You people
Max
sit
and
here
Neve,
discussing
and Max
kids
and
doing
Neve's in
what
the
you're
chat.
doing.
Who?
Alex Brigham
The
is only
Neve
here for
is in the
clout.
chat.
Alex Brigham, go cry and then say how.
Imagine
I
being
can't
70
be on
years
the app.
old and acting like this. Could never
I
be
can't
me.
be on the app because I this, that. Oh, I'm coming back. Oh, and what he said the other day, I'm coming back and I can tell people to go get an ROPE and they can do whatever they want. I don't care anymore. What the hell? It's
Who
bad
cares,
enough.
really? Who cares?
Who cares? I think people that follow you should care because you talk about children, Pedlo's chairs.
No one talks about kids. No one talks about Pedlo's
Oh,
chairs.
God.
70
You know
years
what?
Canadian
Send me
Angie,
your
70
postcode,
today,
Angie. I'll direct you to
mashallah.
the
You
nearest
know what? You
bridge.
can stick up for your friend all you want. Stick up for your friend all you want. What you said to Scout Slayer was absolutely Frankie's disgusting. You two are best of friends. You're no better than him. You are a fucking pedlo. You're sick in the head. Who the hell even comes up with things like that? That's just not normal.
Yes,
You're
it talks
not
about
your
kids every
perception. That was your
single day.
perception
Normal
with what was said,
Canadian Angie
Canadian
does
Angie.
every day.
Every day.
Oh,
He
of
talks about
course,
kids
here's the
every
backup.
day.
Here's the backup.
What?
At least you can't be by yourself without Tori.
There's no
and-
backup.
Tori
I just wanted to say.
Torian, who fucking
Here we go.
wants to chuck people's kids.
Okay.
Who cut up. Yeah, that's Alicia.
Am I allowed to respond, Angela?
No, Torian, you know
one at a
what?
time though, guys.
I'm not even speaking. I'm
Hold
letting
on.
her speak.
1 second, and then I'm gonna mute. You come up in here. You wish
Nobody cares.
Gypsy Queen's child. You wanted. Oh, I don't even want to get into what you wished on Gypsy Queen's child. Then you went and attacked John Shields. Fucking making
poor
fun
John
of him,
Shields.
hoping that it doesn't matter. He's still a person, is he not? It's
attacked him. What are you talking about?
John Shields.
Okay, go on.
Torian, you have no room to talk. I'll mute.
Okay. All right. First of all, after the Gypsy Queen thing, you was licking my booty. I was in your box. You was in my box. Like, you had no problem. It's only
never
now that I'm
said
calling.
that.
Hello, I muted while you was talking.
I
Shut
want
up.
to correct one
No,
thing.
shut
one
up.
thing.
I'm speaking.
One thing.
Angie, I
one
was on
thing,
mute.
Torian.
No, it's not 1 sec. No,
One sec, let's just have one
no.
sec.
I'm responding. So shut up. As
You
I
shut
was
up.
saying, you were still around me and everything. The only reason why you're trying to call me out now is because you decided to use your child's picture and put it up, and I called you out in it. So now it's Gypsy Queen. Go and play with traffic, you weird Canadian bitch. Thank
Torian,
you.
go stand in front of a bus and hopefully it accelerates right when you're in front of it. That's what you need to do.
Disgusting this is. Outrageous.
Outrageous.
Disgusting. I'm
You
shocked,
dumb.
alarmed, and
Oh, I'm
distressed. I can't
shocked.
believe she
Absolutely
did
triggered.
that.
I was run over by a bus when I was 7 years old.
Oh, listen, that's
Stop getting involved in the women's
How
fiction.
dare I? How dare I? She told me to go play in traffic, but how dare I tell her to go stand in front of a bus? Oh,
I hope someone screen recorded that because that was absolutely vile.
Oh, I hope someone screen recorded Torian telling me to go play in traffic.
tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll take Torian out of it because she's definitely not a pedlo enabler.
I'm so upset.
But moving from
my
Torian,
goldfish got run over by a bus. I'm triggered.
You told me to go play in traffic. I'm crying.
I'm triggered.
You told me to go play in traffic.
My poor goldfish got unalived by a bus.
Oh, and I got unalived playing in traffic.
And you speak about everyone's children.
You know what?
And you're so ugly. That's why you have to use your child's picture. You talk about everyone's a peddler, but you invite peddlers to look at your underage child by using her picture. You weird woman.
Is that all you have?
Really talk about
That's
it.
all you've got. That's all you've got.
You say everyone's a peddler. You say Alex is a peddler. All these people are peddlers. But you use your own child's picture to expose her to the so-called peddlers on the app.
Angie, can I say something?
Torian, your story's getting boring. So you've got Alicia that loves purple Angie and
Canadian Angie sends nude pictures of her daughter to Ricochet.
Guys, come here one at a time.
Excuse me, I sent nude pictures
Let me
of
speak,
myself
guys. Let me speak. Right,
You sent
Torian.
nude pictures of yourself
Torian wanted to buy a 13-year-old
Why when
kid.
CLAD modded you, Canadian Angie? Tell us now.
Go away.
You wanted to buy a 13-year-old kid with an IFE, right?
David, shut up. You showed bloody...
Right.
David, go
Then
away. You're
you've
so
got-
irrelevant.
then you've got Alex Brigham,
You bully women.
Alex Brigham talking about
He's
a
actually
fucking
so
dare.
annoying. This
Go and
man.
get you
Can we let David talk?
And then you got
Just one
Elise.
at a time, please. Just the people.
Boring. Get him out. What?
Oh, I think everyone's got kicked out. Oh. I'm trying to find this video, guys, of Ket. Because I'm not a liar. Shit, I think I've got bananaed. I'm going to my other account. How do I get out of this?
The attention. Screen. Yep. I knows who I'm.
Right, let me find it. Is it that one? Oh, can't find it. Hey guys, I'm just trying to find this video. I can't bloody find it. Is it that one? Found it. So Ket, that likes to think that she went in there to get revenge. And that she was in, that's why she was in the PLM server.
I'm not saying everything you say is right, because sometimes it can be a little shit, but it's just words at the end of the day. And don't get me wrong, I am a survivor of abuse, so I know it can be triggering, because when I first come across him, he triggered me and I rang the police on him and I hated him. But when I went into the server and got to know what he was really like, it's literally just dark humour. There is no paedophiles in the PLM server, I can guarantee you that. I'm a mother of 4 children.
There you go, Ket. Yeah. So you don't really go into the server to get revenge now, did you? No, you didn't. You're friends with Purple Wacky. Yeah. We'll have all the receipts. Yes, apparently it was just dark humour. That's Alex Brigham's mod, by the way. Yeah, that's constantly trolled me. Yeah, I think a lot of the things that I've gone through is probably because of her. Yeah, to be fair, you're wronging, Kat. Admit it, wronging. There has a police officer, I think her ex-husband or husband is a police officer, whatever. Ugh. There's Diana.
Oi, oi,
Hello. I'm quite surprised I lasted so long without getting a banana.
I know that was...
wait, Angela, was it you in the PLM server as well, or no?
No, never. Scottish Johnny put my face in the server and he set me up. And basically, because of a setup, like I said, people run with it. This is what I hate. Ran with it with no evidence, no nothing. And everyone ran with it. Our whole app ran with it. That I was part of this PLM server. He came on my platform and he said, I'm going to admit it. I put you in the server.
Oh.
I don't know, I don't even know how to use bloody Discord. There you go, guys. You're a wronging, Kat. You never went there to get revenge. What revenge did you get, Kat?
I don't know who Kat is, but yeah. So what is PLM? I don't get it. Is it actually a server for peddlers?
I can't say big.
Is it a server for peddlers?
No, it's
Carly, do one. Carly, I know you're one of the people that has sausage for breakfast, afternoon, and dinner with your 3 lazy dogs beside you.
Hiya.
Do one.
Is it the mattress? Oh, is it heavy?
Friendly.
Can I ask you,
and Carly's
better put it upstairs or not?
No allowed to come inside the house.
You're not allowed to come there?
I can put it there for you.
Yeah, could you?
Yeah, can you give me the code, please?
Code? What code?
Password.
Okay, I don't have a password. Do I have a password?
Dude, it's on the app. You have to go on the app and it gives you the code.
Ordered? A mattress. He said you can't come in the house, but you can put it at the bottom. God knows how.
Oh, you ain't going to be able to lift that up with your hand.
No, I can't. I won't be able to do that, no.
You just have to slide it in and leave it by the hallway till it's better.
Yeah.
Or use your back to push it up the stairs.
Yeah.
And ask Sheila to pull it round.
So there you go, guys. I'll always come with the evidence, right? Right.
Fun, Canadian Angie.
We haven't finished the FYP though, guys. We haven't finished. 1 second.
Oh, we don't care about that. How many bloody FYP hosts are we going to have on bloody TikTok?
Huh?
I don't think you should do FYP.
Right, let me give you this code.
Delusive Claire, fun you. You menopausal WHORA. Right. You want to have it with me? Have it with me, love. Because you won't win. Innit, Vienna?
Marion didn't go out last night, did you?
What?
I said you didn't go out last night, did you?
Nah.
Proper on form, not hanging.
Nah. Listen, yeah? You little dusty. Give it a break now, Florian. Why don't you go back to Canada, Canadian goods? And your profile picture is Crotters. Her mod Lisa was in the PLM as well. Who's mod? Oh, Angie's mod. Dropped your follow. Oh, Lorna, I'll follow you back, babe. You're embarrassing, babe. Ellie, the only thing embarrassing is your split ends I can see from a mile away.
Guys, can we get on with the FYP?
Wait, Angela, who's Lisa? Your mod.
Oh, Lisa, yeah, my friend Lisa, yeah.
Yeah, she's in PLM, apparently.
No, she's goddamn not.
How do you know? Are you there? You just said you're not in the PLM.
Oh, no, you're in PLM.
Ugh, God forbid. I stoned them people.
Right, out.
Big up Michelle, big up Alicia, big up Top Girl.
Right, Ziana, I'm going to kick you out just so I can do the rest of this FYP.
Okay, then.
Got a buzz too.
See you in a little bit.
Alright, see you in a bit. Right, let's do this. Okay. God, we only played one video. What the hell's going on? Jewel. Okay. Is that big enough? Is that too big? Why is it not moving? Right. Okay. I think that's it. Right, let's go into the videos. Okay.
Controller, yeah. Game on well.
Wait a minute. No, where's the one of... No, I'm going to play it here. So I've got a video of EQ. So I'm going to play it like this.
To affect her mental health to the point where she was sectioned.
So this is about Corey on me.
And that he was going to start going live at midday and do the boxes, because that's all she's got now is the boxes, which bring her numbers in, that he said. So his intention is to take Angie out, basically. She's the one who gets to him the most. He's extremely jealous of the love that she has from, you know, the people who surround her, who will defend her and, you know, see the good in her. But his main goal on this app is to take Angie off and out completely, and that's why he trolls her so horrifically. Just let me find a sound for my video that I'm posting, loves.
Yeah, I actually agree with her. I actually believe that, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm getting a lot of phone calls, right? You know, obviously, docs my address, my phone number. I'm getting a lot of phone calls, and I've had many people say it's either Corey or Sophie. I've had Zia as well. I thought it may be Zia. But listening to that video, it does make sense. And I do think that he is trying to take me, try to take me down. And that's probably why it winds me up a lot. Absolutely, I agree with him. I think he is trying to affect my mental health. Yeah, I really do. I think he is very jealous of my platform. You know what I mean? You know what? But someone said, don't trust her. She said the same thing. Oh, absolutely. But I think, well, if it's not, it's maybe both of them. Absolutely. I think I'm a threat to many people on here. I love it. I love that I'm affecting these people. Love it. Great. Yeah, but I believe that, you know, and it's and then you got the people still supporting him, you know, the wrong uns. I call them the wrong uns because they are wrong uns. You know what I mean? One sec. Right. Oh, that's gone off. I just love how I affect people. Great. The car won't let that happen. I've been on here 4 years. I've been on here a lot longer than Corey or some other people. Do you know what I mean? And like how I'm going to let anyone push me off? No way. Absolutely not. So, what we got here...
Stuff which I find very...
Canadian Angie says the storyline with Brett, the evil thing, and Corey is boring. I agree, it is boring.
And here we go. So she sent me all the voice notes, which she then decided to delete, and then all of her trainer messages of her, you know, having a pop at Luke. And then she messaged me going, "You failed the test. You're on your own." Very odd thing to put to somebody. Why are you testing me? Why are you trying to test me? So very strange. Either way, I'm telling you now, this is EQ. I put my life on it. Thank you, Jane. I can never prove it, so none of you have to in any way, shape or form think that I'm trying to push something out there. I believe, not Luke, not Red, not anybody I'm associated with. What I believe myself is that she set this up, thank you, Top Welly, she set this up to make Brett look like some sort of way, and then she could keep Alice to herself. 1,000%. 1,000%. If I am wrong...
Let's just stop here for a minute. This is just getting, like, really, really weird. First of all, everyone knows Alice is not real. I don't care. She can play it on her FYP and say whatever she wants. Alice is not a real individual. It's someone. We just don't know who it is.
So everything he's saying right now is just bullshit. Everything he's saying is just a made-up story, even though she said everyone thinks it's a storyline. It is, because nobody cares about Brett. It's not like Brett gets 3K in his room and he creates such amazing content. Brett sits in his chair and just battles all day, all night and all day. So why would anybody give a shit about Brett? Nobody cares. Are they trying to get Brett into some storyline to give him some attention? Possibly bring him more to the forefront. Brett's finally made the FYP, which he never does. This just all is just so stupid.
Although, Angie, not to interrupt, but like, why have we only ever known of Alice to gift you? People are questioning that because that person, he or she, does gift big on Just EQ. And now all of a sudden they've started gifting Brett, but like it's someone, like you say, no, and I feel bad actually saying this about Brett, but no one pays attention to other than if you're Brett supporters. And it's like,
you see this?
Has she just seen someone that's in that situation to use like that to then cause this storyline? Do you know what I mean?
One thing I can think that the storyline's been created is to give Brett some clout and put him up back in the forefront. That's it.
I know.
Nobody cares about Brett. Nobody cares that a 10-year-old gifted him. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Stuff which I find very odd. But here we go. So she sent me all the voice notes, which she then decided to delete, and then all of her trainer messages of her, having a pop at.
This is a really long live. I'm gonna move on because it's a really long video. That one. Canadian Angie says she doesn't like any creator apart from Delusive. Oh, that's me.
Like anyone. I like Delusive. I wasn't happy to see her with Corey today. I was like, what the fuck? And I stand on my own. I don't. I do not like anyone. I like to live.
Right. What's the next video? Canadian Angie doesn't understand why Angie lets Bori bully Alicia. Bori bully Alicia and Wrong and Torian in her box.
Wait, she's laughing as long as she gets the giggles back to it.
I can't bear it. My stomach is hurting.
Oh, I'm laughing here.
Giggles.
I can't cry for my head was.
You're laughing, she gets the giggles at very inappropriate times.
Oh, poor Dave. You're all right, Dave.
I've seen her before, like there'll be people in her boxes talking about something serious, and she'll get the giggles and she'll try to stop because she knows she shouldn't be giggling, but she can't stop. And everybody's like, I can't believe she's laughing. She makes me laugh, I have to say sometimes. I just don't like when Corey's in her box. Yeah, I wish she would just... The shit he says about her over and over and over, and then I see him in there, it's like I cringe. It's like, why? The same when I see Alicia, fucking Torian, it's like, why? Like, why? Respectfully, Rhea, that's not needed. Yeah. Which one? I agree. Is that it, Ricochet?
Right, what's that? Canadian Angie has some words for Stalker Zia. Oh.
Right, guys, sugar pipes, let's go. Smoke it up. Thank you, Icia, for the heartbeat, babes. Thank you, my top belly, Toland.
Yeah, save your pennies, honey. You got a fucking collections lawsuit. Good saving. Save your pennies.
God, you two are like fucking watching paint dry.
Maybe so. Zia is the sweetest. She's a bitch, right? Of course you all love her and Corey. Is this Corey's side? Yeah.
It's nice.
Oh my god, she's a fucking squeaky voiced fucking hag. That's what she is. Everybody call her work tomorrow so you can hear her voice. Oh no. Call her. Everyone call Zia's work tomorrow. Say hi, Zia. Save your pennies for the fucking lake that's coming after you. I don't like her.
I mean, she can't deny it's her with that voice.
She can't fucking deny anything. She's a fucking...
I'm not Sia. Oh, I think you are.
Exactly. She's a fucking weirdo. Well, look who she sits with. That should tell you everything you need to know. No, just give her a call, Angry Ninja. No, don't stop talking about Angie. She had a good go at me too. Karma's a bitch, isn't it, Zia?
Well, I seen her before all this started with between her and Delusive. The day that Angie went to the hospital about her hand, Zia was in Bailey's box saying, "Can I ask you a question?"
Hold on, Summer. Diane, do you ever say anything positive? No, but I do positive things, Diane. Like when people bust my balls, I kick them out.
Oh my God.
You know how positive that was, Diane? I feel great now that I did that. Sorry, Summer.
There's not a lot of positive things to say on TikTok with the videos that we're watching on the FY.
Do you have anything positive?
Okay, let's go to the next video.
Circumstances in my
EQ reacts to Corey saying she set Brett up.
life. This is something to do with EQ.
Aww.
Me and EQ
Well, it's
had a
been
phone call
debunked
earlier,
already.
right? And because I done this live. Let me play the live for you.
I think it is set up to get on
This morning.
Here we go, lovers. I was in Queens. No, it's not. Here we go again. After this, he gets totally ignored. Simple as. He gets totally ignored. But she stopped gifting him before all this happened. You think that yous are the only ones that can see what they're all after? They all want drama with me because they see how much misread is me. He's having beef with me and Luke the judge. And I'm making full lives for funding. No. We're going to smite you all and just get back to our normal FYP, love. No.
Thought about
You
it.
see that?
It's not just her, right? It's also Ems, Alice, and Ems, Brett.
I love
and
these
EQ
wild
get gifted
theories.
by one
Yes, love.
We all know without Alice,
He's stumbling everywhere.
in Queen's life, she'd make about £100 a day. Thank you. Let's work it out, right?
Well, she's not been in today. How much have I made so far, everybody? Can someone check me tick leap? And Alice has not been in at all today.
Brett gets number one on the leaderboard, makes a couple of grand, right? She's fuming, good.
I'm not fuming, who's lying, son? Go over and say she's laughing. She's not fuming at all. Go over, please, and say she's laughing. As if fume over this potato.
Oh, by the way, Alice doesn't.
I've exposed your lies.
Alice didn't gift him anyway. They found.
Go over and say she's not at all. She's laughing her head off at you.
Is this a little bit too big?
So she's gaslighting her into saying,
Yes, I am.
I protected
Gaslight.
you now, babe. I can't believe Brett's done that.
Yeah, I protected you, Alice. Absolutely.
And I know that, right? And the reason why I know
Yes,
that's BBQ's gifter back in the day. I know what she like. I know what she's like.
That's what I'm like.
You all know
everyone.
what she's like.
You all know.
We all know what she's like.
152. 399. Thank you, my love.
I told my life. What do you mean, how is that evidence? Ghost, stop. Stop me.
Thank you, Sue.
How is that evidence? I can do whatever I want. This is TikTok. I can run stuff for no proof. Did before. All right. So you just go with that.
Stop exposing yourself.
She's laughing at you. I don't care, evil Scottish. Darling. Absolutely not. Oh.
There's Fluffy.
Not capiche. No.
Oh, this is
I'm
funny.
bored.
Give it out, dear.
What's that? Brett Boy speaks to Corey. I'm bored with this now.
Oh, no.
So Jet talks about Grace's wedding.
Jack, stop it. I don't like this. I hate this. Not just
Blessed gorgeous what she... Jack, will you stop it, mate?
Oh, one sec. Oh, I'm just seeing.
Oh, she's out of her hair. She got long hair like that. Oh, she had extensions, would you say? The dress looked like it could be lifted up a bit, though, personally. He wasn't right, was it? It's like she's got no tits for it, wasn't it? She's got no tits. That's why she's got no tits for it, hasn't she? You need, I'm not being funny. Please, the honesty door, the person that was selling you that dress, they didn't have the balls to tell you. You needed a bit more tits in that dress, didn't you? Do you know what I mean? What's that? Very much. Jesus, let me for you. I don't smoke green anymore. Oh, Claire.
Alright, what's the next one?
What is that going to get you?
Oh, Talia comes live and asks for her family to be left alone. I'm going to take this back a bit because it's just a little bit. There you go. I'm going to make this a bit smaller.
But I feel like everyone comes for me. I'm not online. No, Ricky's live now, so go over to him, but I'm done with this shit. I'm coming off. I'm deleting this account. I have no interest in this life anymore. I am not very well at the moment. I am going through a fucking horrible time and it's only going to get worse. So please, leave me alone. Stop antagonising the situation. He ain't gone for anybody. No one cares. I'm asking nicely. I'm literally asking nicely. Leave me and my family alone. What is that going to get you? But I feel like you're not in my life and you have no idea. No idea.
Talia gets says the recent drama with Rickster.
Oh. What are you doing?
I don't appreciate you, Ghost, saying that you're about to come to my house. Because if you came here, because this is my house, you would not have a nice welcome. But the truth is, I don't fucking need this. Stop ringing my boyfriend.
Yo, bro.
Chloe said that you never threatened her, and she doesn't know why everyone's saying that.
I know I didn't threaten her. I didn't threaten her. You know, wouldn't.
He didn't. He just said when DG goes up to Brum to visit her to give him a call, but this is all like boxing back and forth. What's going on now is fucking out of order.
And I honestly thought that geezer, Ghost, was a genuine geezer when he was speaking to me on the phone. Do you know what I mean? I thought he was a man, and we was going to have a chat as men, so I didn't know that was being recorded. He's thinking, all these people are sausages. I've had enough of a lot of them. I've had enough. I'm in live, babe, so...
Alright, I'll come off. Not in my life, and you have no idea.
Yeah, to be fair, they do go to people's houses. Do you know what I mean? So it's just hard to have, you know, obviously if they turn up at other people's houses, people are going to say it back, innit? So, to be fair. Ghost warns Rickster not to go at people's houses. Wait a minute. Ghost warns Rickster not to go to people's houses, and Rickster says Talia recent lost and says Rickster's recent... Oh, sorry, one sec. Ghost warns Rickster not to go to people's houses, and Rickster says Talia recent lost 4 weeks ago. Okay, so this has been months since it happened. Yeah, I think what it was is they're talking about another miscarriage. Well, this is what Corey had said to me, so I don't know what's real and what's not. So Corey said, right, when I did a battle, that he said, Talia, this is what I don't understand, right? So Corey and Rickster have been going at it, right? But then you got Talia that's phoned Corey. I don't know why Talia would phone Corey. It doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, so she has phoned Corey and said that she has a miscarriage in the last 4 weeks. Listen, it's no one else's business. If that's the case, that is the case, absolutely. But this is what he's come live and said. So they're not talking about the first miscarriage. They're talking about another miscarriage.
Who you are. You just randomly phone me out of the blue. Good. So what we're going to do
So you've got Ghost, a man, right, a male, saying to leave Rick Stern Sholey alone. Oh, sorry, DG, sorry. To leave DG and Sholey alone. It's a shame that this man has not come forward before, but he wants to come forward when it's his friends. That's not a man, in my opinion. A real man would come forward about anybody, especially a woman, and he has not done that until now.
DG is left alone, Charlie is left alone, and that is that. And you don't go after Corey Wild either, because if you ever go to Corey's house,
you're saying about him not going after a man, but you know what I mean. These are the men on TikTok, unfortunately.
The same rules apply. What you want to make it turn around and go to everybody's house? Now you can't. Not Corey's. I like Corey. He's a good guy. Corey's a fucking idiot.
So
in your opinion.
He's got a point.
He's a fucking. So if I go to Corey's, most people thought your cousin was a fucking
but
idiot.
like I said, this man has never said anything about this man here, Corey, doxing people or threatening other people. So yeah, it's got to be a joke.
Most people thought Rob was a fucking knobhead. Correct or not?
Can I ask you guys a question? What's the difference between someone going to someone's house and someone doxing someone's house? Same thing, isn't it? You don't want to turn up at that person's house yourself, but you want other people to do your dirty work, so you dox them instead. So this ghost has been doxing Corey all night, as well as I think Dave's alright, but yeah.
I said I know your cousin, but you got respect.
I'm never promoting him again.
He was a knobhead. Yeah, he wasn't a knobhead. No, he wasn't a knobhead. He was a fucking good lad. The same as Corey. He's a good lad. Corey's not a good lad. Corey's a sausage. But that's... I've actually noticed. Obviously, said it's something he's got. My missus is going through something at the moment. It's fine. Don't worry about your missus. It's fine. What you say? I said, don't worry about your missus, it's fine. All I said, she's got for a baby, I said, how much in 4 weeks, and she's got me, she's not a good face, so there you go. And that's between us. Please let me sort this phone call out.
So I went live and I said, well, Risa never said another miscarriage. She just said, as in she hasn't been in a good way for 4 weeks. That's how I took it. But then Corey said, no, Talia had a phone call and said she's had another miscarriage. And if that's the case, that is sad, absolutely. I don't think anyone should be judging that at all. But yeah.
Sorry, he just said that she's gone through another baby loss 4 weeks ago. What? That's a lie. That's a lie. That happened months ago, bro. That's a lie. That happened like 2 months ago, Phoenix. No joke. And now he just said it was 3 weeks ago. Oh my god.
No, fuck you, man. Come off a thingy, bro.
Yeah, come off of mute, bro.
Come off of mute, bro.
Oh.
DK.
What's Sam? You mean Sam Walker? 1 sec. So do you mean watch Sam Walker? Okay, I'll do that afterwards then. Okay, so
run your mouth, man.
We've seen that one.
The 10-year-olds and blah blah.
Vicky said she has set Corey up in response to rumours that she is Brett's gifter.
Blah, which is not true, none of it. And he said, that's why I've just been live saying it, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to take it away from him, because if he started saying that, whereas so I started to speak to him. So then, while Luke the Judge was live, he started to say, I think Corey and Evil Queen are in it together. So I started messaging him saying, oh, is that right? Because I've got, obviously, Ring cameras everywhere. And when I speak, I always speak on speakerphone. So I've got the footage, loves, of Corey telling me that Luke the judge had phoned up and stuff. So I've sent Corey some voice messages saying, right, I'm going to out it all. I'm going to show the receipts and the cameras. And when he went live, I deleted it, the 2 messages. And he went, it's all right, I've sent them to someone else. And I was like, right, gotcha. Gotcha, love. So I've set them all up. So these people will never be having my telephone number. And now I know who is who. And I know Corey's not to be trusted either now. Thank you. Choo-choo. Bang, bang. So I've got a new SIM card, loves. So yeah, I've been throwing the bait out there today and it's been taken. And listen to this, everybody. The way Luke the judge keeps going on about Danny Buckley, well, we'll have to start talking about Devin Anderson again, won't we? And the fact that a woman went to the police and made an accusation and that, and, you know, I believe he's guilty. I'm allowed my opinion. Devin's guilty of rape. I am allowed my opinion. So we're going to have all that spiel coming up as well. So now I don't have to associate with them. Because I knew there was somebody around me who was saying things, you know what I mean? And he was ringing me to...
I can't be bothered listening to boring bullshit. Sorry, it's just an act. We all know it. They'll be friends tomorrow. Chody stirs the pot when all Rickster said was, your missus lives in a great bar.
My name in his mouth, which is wild. Bit crazy if you ask me, because I don't really get involved, not at all. And he's clearly not done his research, because I'm from that area, but I don't live in that area. And I'm not scared of you, not at all. I know you like to go and visit people's houses, but if you visit mine, you'll be getting a treat. A huge treat. So don't do empty threats, especially not to me, because you know I'm from Birmingham.
What does that mean?
And I have a very big family.
What does that mean that she's from Birmingham? What does that mean?
In Birmingham, Rickster. Which if you did your research, you would know.
Just because Birmingham isn't rough doesn't mean that she's part of the... You know what I mean? I still don't get what that means. She's a big nutty family, I think. No, I don't think she has any nutty family. I'm not going to lie, I don't think she does.
And I'm not like my family. Not at all.
I think she's bluffing.
So yeah. Say what you want. But stop coming for women, please. Have your drama, have your beef on social media, but keep the women out of it. You didn't like it when someone came for yours.
But you support women. You support men that go for women. Don't understand that.
So don't do that to other people's. I would never come for your girlfriend. I'd never come for you. So leave me out of it for your own good. That's all I'm going to say on the matter, okay? So yeah, he had my name in his mouth.
I'm sure he's very threatened by that, Shirley.
Will you send me his number, please?
I quite like Shirley. Corey gives Ghost Rickster's number. Corey gives Ghost Rickster's number and Ghost leaves him a voice message.
Rose, are you going to call him on live?
If you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
He needs to get to the loo.
Have you sent me a call?
I'm just trying to get through these quickly, guys.
Will you send me his number, please?
I think a troll account's just messaged you, right? It wasn't me.
Oh, right, okay. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'll be back live in 2 seconds making a phone call. Everyone, give me 2 secs. Hello, you little cunt. I suggest you answer the fucking phone instead of fucking going around saying you're going to threaten people and you know where people live, because it'll take you 2 minutes to find out where you live, yeah? Then I will go through your whole fucking bloodline, your mum, your dad, your aunt, your cousins, your kids, your nieces. I could not give a fuck. Yeah, try me. Try me. So ring my phone, yeah, instead of talking shit to people on the internet, yeah, because I will go into fucking people like Corey's house and find his phone and go, oh my god, look at me, you fucking soft cunt. No, I fucking got you on it, you fucking idiot.
School's been all my life. I'm not coming to any of your events anymore. I'm going to try to track saying hello.
I just don't like that. I don't like that. Don't ever say to a woman I know where she lives. To me, that.
But it doesn't don't bother me.
He's got away with it with other women, Joni, and that's...
Yeah, but you support it though. Oh, please. These men on TikTok, man.
And that's the problem. Not bothering you, but
Maybe these men need to go to fight.
Opening my door.
These men on TikTok need to get off TikTok, go and touch some grass and fight a real man. A real man. Not someone on TikTok, but off TikTok. That's who they need to fight with, because it's all bullshit. Yeah. But you support it.
I don't care. I will only fight.
Corey.
What do you mean?
Let's get a douche.
It's a massive
Bro, you
surprise.
turned up with two other men. Oh, yeah. The second you open that door for him.
I'm not going to support. I'm not going to promote Ghost. Sorry. So it's Rickster arguing with everyone now, and listen to what he says. I'm not promoting it. Sorry.
He started speaking to Angie again.
Wayne insults Alicia, and Rickster wants to live in the 16th century when it was called to doorstep people.
Well, I have texted her, yes, and I have said to her when she's done a debate how great she's been, because Angie is really good at debates. But I think what's happened with Angie is the fact that she's been so overwhelmed by people like Alicia, the woman who's a bit of a turd rolling litter, and silenced her. Like, I love Angie, and I'll always hold Angie in a certain light, and she's great at what she does, but she is so influenced by these pretentious creators that think they're better than everyone else. I
agree, like some of them, they're so pathetic as well as they are like pathetic individuals. You know what I mean? I can't believe that these people they're not. What can you call themselves? I don't even know what they are. Not only just snowflakes. They've got no moral values at all. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get
moral values, like, you know what I mean? I wish I lived to the days of, I don't know, the 16th and 17th and 18th century, do you know what I mean? Where if you insulted someone, it was, you know what I mean? It was shoots out of dawn. You could use a knife, gun, or fists, whatever.
Trigger warning.
Back in them days when you could go around somebody's house if they insulted your wife or your children, and they wouldn't get away with it. He started speaking to Angie again.
Well, I have texted her, yes.
Yeah. I don't agree with that, though. Do you know what I mean? I just don't. The men on here are nothing but pussies. Absolutely, they need to go and fight real men. All this boxing and all this. Oh, please! You know, you wouldn't even know how to fight a real man. Fact.
I find it quite mad, are you?
These men on here are disgusting. These men support bullying of women, and then they sit there saying, "Oh, please." Corey and Rickster have it out with each other, and Corey exposes him for being on Grindr.
They're on the phone to me. You're all
Get through this really quickly, so I'm tired. I need to come off now.
What did you say? Who said you've got?
No, there's no real men on
That's what
TikTok.
you said.
Absolutely.
When I was having a shit.
Play it.
Well, let me ask you a question. Would a real gangster be on TikTok? No. The answer is no.
What's been play? I don't know.
Because that's how a lot of these men act.
I never said that. So you're a lawyer.
Oh, all right. Okay. Cool.
Never said anything about coming through your door again. You're telling lies.
Okay.
You are telling lies.
Am I?
You're telling a lie.
No, I don't lie, Rick. So that's you. You tell lies.
You tell lies more than anything.
You sit down with your girlfriend and speak about your ex-girlfriend all day, every day.
Who's my ex-girlfriend?
Chelsea Harwood.
Stop speaking out your ring piece, because that's exactly where you speak from.
That's the truth.
Your butthole.
And all the truth and nothing but the truth.
Listen, you've got your butthole's like that, obviously, you know what I mean? And that's what you speak from.
No, it's not like that.
You are?
Oh, there you go. Oh, look. Oh, he's triggered. He's got his little mouthpiece coming in the corner.
You really don't like it, do you?
Nope.
What have you said to me?
I'm a little tosser.
Is that because you got humbled by Ghost earlier? Oh.
What have you got humbled by Ghost? I got humbled by nobody. Nobody humbled me.
Oh, I got this cousin. I'm cousins with this person. I'm friends with this person.
Who was? I didn't know who the geezer was on the phone. I had no idea.
Oh, we all listened to it.
He mentioned a few names, and that was it. But you had nobody was rattled. Nobody gave
a
you was.
Fuck. My cousin's this person. My uncle's this person.
He said he knew. He said he knew a few people. He said he knew a few names. He lived out in Spain. I know a lot of people over Spain. That's the end of the story too. Stop speaking out your big butthole. That's it. There's no rattle there.
Is that more homophobia, I sense?
I'm bored. Lou the judge has a phone call with Corey Wilde. It's not loud as Luke goes out of the room. It's not loud.
Hang on, Corey wants me. Hello? Yeah, they can.
Luke's another one. Another one. Supports men that go for women. That's Luke. I can't listen to Luke either, sorry.
You guys are bullies, guys.
Done.
I've only seen Big Up Daily.
Brett jumps into Corey's live to address a 10-year-old. I don't know why he jumped into the live that slated him all over the app. That started it. I don't know why Brett Boy did it, so I'm going to skip him.
Obviously, he's going through something at the moment. It's fine.
Not promoting these pussies either.
Afternoon, everyone.
Racing calls at 100% won't accept.
I was just got tagged in a video of Rickster. I don't know if any of you know him. Probably not. If you do know him, you'll know him through being EQ's little pet. EQ's dog. She owned him for a few months. She was trying to get money or something like that. Like he tried
Another man here that goes for women. What's wrong with TikTok? What's wrong with these men? These are not creators, live streamers, right? But they have a huge following that go for women. They have a huge support network of women. What happened to women supporting women? But you want to support a man that goes for a woman. Why? Do you get a kick out of it? Do you enjoy it? Do you get turned on by it? Do you like the bad boy image? I mean, I don't understand. What is it with these women supporting these men here? These aren't real men. A real man would never, ever threaten a woman. A real man would never go for a woman's looks or degrade a woman like this man right here. Like the rest of the men I just skipped by. I'm skipping by him too.
So,
Fake Freak gives an update on Rickster and says he's no longer allowed to talk about him.
not yesterday, the day before, Rickster came live and said that he had a letter from my solicitor to cease and desist, and my solicitor and myself could stick it up my backside. So in that cease and desist, he was told that what he was saying about me was completely inaccurate and false, and that was the reason that we wanted him to cease and desist. We also underlined in that letter that we were going to take further action if he didn't. Yesterday, Rickster was served an injunction that had been granted by a judge in his absence. Rickster is permitted from talking about me at all. Also, if he does anything that's deemed criminal while the injunction's in place, so like further threats of violence, anything like that, the police can enforce the injunction. So yesterday when Rickster did his show and there wasn't a mention of me, that's why. So when he was shouting on, oh, mention so-and-so, well, fucking hell, Uno reverse card, bitch. So as I've said before, and I'll say it again, when I say I'm going to do something, I fucking do it. I do it. Okay, simple as that. So the injunction can have the power of arrest if Rickster does behaviour like that's deemed criminal, like threatening me or saying he's going to do something or things like that. It can then obviously do that. But any sort of other breach, because he's already breached it, because he mentioned me briefly in Wayne's Live, and he's reposted videos that are about me. In his injunction, he's not allowed to encourage other people from doing the same behaviour that he was doing. So he's like, for example, he's already reposted some nutters posts where they've put up my house on a post saying it's for sale or something like that. That is obviously a breach. So hopefully it'll calm down, it'll stop talking about me and adhere to the restriction. So what happens is, and I'm not going to put out too many details, but what happens is when an injunction is granted ex parte, so basically without knowledge to the person who you're taking it out on, what happens is they are then given a date where they can come back to court and say, I don't agree with the injunction. They can then fight that injunction at that point. If the injunction is granted for the term that we've approved after that, and by the way, this is in like weeks, so he's got to stick to it for weeks. it will then be put in place until November 2025, unless I ask for 12 months rather than 6. He has to come to court in person, and also obviously if he's breached the order before, he's coming there to potentially say, you know, that I don't want this injunction on me. Well, he's already breached it, and if he continues to breach it, obviously the chance of a judge then saying that is absolutely, you know, good luck. So I'll keep talking about you when you're on the FYP and giving an opinion and
So, yet Fat Freak, you have the right to talk on him. I mean, legally, yes, he can. But why? This is what really does annoy me with people that get these court orders out. So you want to get a court order on someone, right, that cannot talk on you, right? I can understand the threats. Get that totally. No one should be making threats, right? But however, he's not allowed to talk on you. But yet here you are saying that if he's on the FYP, you're going to talk on him. So why is that okay? In my opinion, I think Rixa should get also a court order out, and for Fat Free not be able to talk on him, because I would be pissed off if someone had that on me and I can't respond to what the shit that he may be saying on his FYP. So yet he can say what he wants, do what he wants, because he's got a epoxy court order. You know what I mean? Listen, let me tell you about something about these court orders, right? Sometimes, you don't actually have to send solid evidence, and that court order, your statement is evidence in itself, right? Unless he disputes it, then you obviously you send evidence in. They give them out like smiles. It is ridiculous. But however, I do agree that no one should be making threats to go to Fat Freak's house. No one should be making threats of that at all. Okay, so that I do agree, but I don't agree with that. He should be able to still talk on him, because that's goading the man, and that's not okay in my eyes. This is what you call a professional victim.
Things like that, because unlike you were spreading misinformation and you were making threats of violence, which you've been trying to play down. Oh, I was just sending them tannery towels just to tell them about it. Nobody believes you crap. I know you're backpedaling because you're worried, but nobody believes you crap. So there we go. So I'll react to you when you're on the FYP and give my opinion, which is not criminal. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to continue the way I was, but obviously
it's not criminal, but it could be classed as harassment. If you're talking about someone for a long period of time, it can fall under incitement of hatred and harassment to that person. So I think Rickster should maybe get out a court order out on this man if he's going to continue talking on him.
You obviously told, honestly, Rickster, your whole rant yesterday about the judge can stick it up the backside and all that sort of stuff, as you know, was quoted in the court documents. So, was it not yesterday, the day before?
Right, let's come to the beginning anyway. I think that's it. That is it. I hope he gets humbled. Hey, Rickster, listen, I don't agree with anyone going to people's houses or anything like that, don't get me wrong. However, I don't agree with someone getting an order on someone to be able to continue talking on that person as well, because then they cannot respond, because that's just gonna, that's goading someone, isn't it? So Fat Freak is basically going to keep goading and can do what he wants because he's got a court order out on him and he can't respond to what he's saying. Which can be classed as inciting of hatred. It depends what he says. And I've heard what Fat Freak has said, and some of it's not nice. He's harassed Lynn's, he's doxed her WhatsApp messages, he's done all of that. You know what I mean? He's harassed her, and he's always done lives on me. Although I don't think recently he has done, but he has done. So I do, and I kind of get where Rickster's coming from in regards to a Fat Freak. I hope Fat Freak gets humbled, not Rickster. Yeah, it's antagonising someone. I don't agree with that, no. It was going to piss you off. Can you imagine someone having a court order out and they can say what they want about you on their FYP? Whatever they like, because they're covered by the court. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But Doxings. I know Rickster Doxings. I'm not saying about that. Absolutely, it's wrong. Yeah, and you may think that it's right with what Rickster got. Absolutely, because he shouldn't be making threats to go to anyone else's, and he shouldn't be doxing anyone. Absolutely, I'm just talking about factory still talking on someone. You know, that's all I'm saying. He was going to go to right. Let's see what other videos I've got. Sorry, I want to go through those really quickly, so I'm going to come off soon. I'm tired. Now, what have I got here? Oh, these are videos that what's his name? Her name EQ has put up. Let me play it again. Wait a minute. Oh, obviously that's broccoli. That's how my dad died. Yeah, but I like the comments. How everybody was laughing at, you know, the fact my dad was died in this way. You know what I mean? Yes, including EQ Minx that likes to sit there and be the biggest hypocrite ever in the world. You know, I've never known such a hypocrite in my life. Brainwashed, absolutely. In fact, I think this EQ could unalive someone and she'll still stand by her. I'm not sure what this is about. What the hell is that about? One sec, let me just play it again. I don't know what this is about. I'm kind of not I'm really not sure. Does anyone know what that's about? That one is bad. Yeah, I don't really know what that's about. About DV. Oh, wow. That's DV. The other is grape. Which is the one that's grape? Which one is grape? I've not seen that one. Angie needs to WhatsApp you. Okay. He wants to get in the box. Jump in the box if you want, guys. Oh, was you in the paramedic? What, here? Oh, I thought that was about my... Is that about my grape, that one? That EQ Minx thought was hilarious. Oh. Yeah, so that's EQ. You know, that's the biggest hypocrite on the app. That talks about, you know, always protecting EQ, but then sits there thinking it's quite funny to mock rape. She obviously hasn't been in through any of that kind of trauma. Oh? She said this morning it was Grim Reaper coming for you. Oh. No, I think that was about my grape. Sam video. Okay, let me have a look. Okay. What's this about? Give me a sec, let me play this last video. Sam Walker.
I need you, fuck.
Is it this one? One day ago? I don't know. Is it that one? That one?
Your dog has fucking... Your dog has...
Sent it. Okay, one sec. Got on WhatsApp.
Right, so we're just here in sunny old Marbella. Now, I've got a call out for Rickster from someone
One
here.
sec, let me just get rid of this.
Oh, Tinette is calling him out with Ghost Promotions. Right, so bang. What have you got to say, Tinette?
What's happening, Rickster? You good? I'd love a fight with you at Ghost Promotions, lad. All things aside, I'll punch the teeth out of your head.
Right, so that's the official call out to Ghost to Rickster on Ghost Promotions. Now, Ghost Promotions got something to say now. Where's Ghost?
Rickster, we just spoke on the phone. Yeah, you blocked me because you're a fanny. You can have as much money as you want, yeah? To get in that ring, you've got to do 3 rounds, 2 minutes, yeah? I'll put 50 grand, yeah? He punches her like...
First round knockouts.
So just that 50 grand on the table, Rick's there to go in the ring with Sinead and have a fight. It'll be set for August, so you both have time to train. Yeah, and that's it. Also, Corey is
not watching it.
my bitch, right? Only I can go to Corey's house and damage it and knock on his door. He's my bitch. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. Right? That's all I'm saying. So we're just here chilling. It's sunny old.
So they're basically protecting Corey. Listen, I don't agree with anyone going to anyone's house. Don't get me wrong, I don't. But let's not support men that bully women either. You know what I mean? I love Tintin. I love Tintin. So protecting Corey. Protecting men that go for women is not a good look. These men, yeah. What about a woman bullying men? That's not a good look either. Absolutely. No one should be protecting people like that either. Absolutely not. Oh no, I was talking about Ghost, Paula, not Sam. Sorry, I was talking about Ghost. Tally's pregnant. Oh, for God's sake! You know what? What's really great? What's really good is all these people like Ghost wants to protect Corey. They all want to protect Corey. So a man that on a daily basis go for women, goes for their trauma, is threatened, all of this kind of thing, but never have stood up for a woman. Never have stood up for a woman and said this is not okay, but want to stand up for Corey. Make it make sense, innit? Make that make sense. It's actually, I'm actually shocked about how a lot of these men on the set. I really am. But they want to suddenly stand up now. But they want to stand up for a man, not a woman. They suddenly want to stand up for a goddamn man. These men, honestly, I'd love them to come across a real man. You know what I mean? Oh. All right, people get in the boxes if you want, guys. Please call Sam out as well. For what? For how he bullies women. I don't see that with Sam, to be fair. So, do you want to explain? Because I've not seen that with Sam. Don't sit there saying I'm biased. I've not seen any videos at all of Sam going for a woman. But I just don't understand why so many people want to protect a man that has doxed women's addresses, phone numbers, and all of that kind of thing. It doesn't make sense. You don't want to protect a woman. You're protecting him. Who? Sam? I'm protecting him for what? I've not seen no videos of Sam ever going for a woman. I've not seen it. I'll play anything on my life. Not seen it. So is Rickster. Not protecting Rickster. Yeah. Ugh. All I'm saying is, why aren't these men standing up for women? It's weird. They all seem like a little bit scared of him. It's weird. Very strange. Yeah, you can, Andrea, yeah. I know Rick's a Doxlands. Absolutely is. And I don't agree with that at all. Not at all. You played the video last week but ended it. Wait a second. You played the video last week but ended it before it got bad. What video is that, Leah? I mean, it's quite nice. All these men are protecting a man, isn't it? Quite nice, but they never protect a woman. It's weird. Never take sides or stand up and say this is not okay. The one where she asked about sunscreen. I've not seen that one. Oh, Stephen. Sorry, David. I didn't know you was in the box. Hello, David.
And I was trying to get in earlier when Alex and what's his name was in the live.
Frankie, yeah.
And all that Alex and Frankie, all they do is bully women. That's all they do. They do.
Yeah, but no one will ever stand up for it. No one will ever say this is not okay because they don't want to get involved in the drama side. But yet here they are wanting to stand up for Corey. You know what I mean? Make it make sense, Dave. Make this make sense.
Yeah, and Corey's the same. All he does
is the same. He goes for women on a daily basis, doxing and yeah, absolutely.
And if you watch Corey, right, everybody who's gifting him is a woman.
But these men are supporting him. These men are supporting him. You know, they're protecting him. It's weird as fuck.
And I'm not being funny.
Yeah, they're not standing up saying it's not okay, Corey, what you've just said to this woman. It's not okay what you've done. It's not okay.
And Angie, I'm not being funny, but Alicia, right, is sticking up for these people. Alicia is sticking up for these people. You know, so at the end of the day, they should not be doing that. You know, Alicia, you're wrong and for sticking up for these bullies. You got Alex Brigham who talked about a fucking chair. 2 seconds, Angie. I'm just going to go on mute for 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, let's see who else is in the box. Hello. Money talks. Facts. Mal, are you here? David is obsessed with Alicia. I've never heard him really speak to Alicia about Alicia, to be honest. Here comes Anna.
Hi,
Anna.
Hello.
I just think women need to support women on here. Do you know what I mean? Because the men aren't doing it. The men aren't. There's no men on here, guys. They're not supporting women at all.
They love to see the women going back and forth as well.
Sorry, I'm back.
They kick out of it. They're supporting the men that are doing it.
I'm back. This is what women do. The support.
You're talking about, sorry, one sec. You're talking about Ghost with his friend, Choli. Okay.
This is what women do, and to support men who attack women. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
I don't understand why. And like I said, you got Alicia who's supporting these people.
No, I'm not supporting the woman on here. You're right. I don't know.
You got Alicia who's supporting.
I've had loads and Stellas off Angie.
Yeah, I support my community. I want to support other women on here that support men like that.
Hey, Ziana, how you doing, sweetheart?
You're right. How are you, David?
I'm good. But this should not be happening. If it's a bit of banter or whatever you with a woman, yeah, or if a man has banter with a man, yeah, that's fine. But not threatening to come to people's houses and did damage and whatever, you know what I mean? It's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just stupidness.
Yeah.
I want to see this boxing match with DG and...
No, we're not promoting it on my platform, Dave.
No, the boxing match, I'm just saying I want to see the boxing match between them.
We're not promoting a man that supports a man that goes for women. Absolutely not.
No, man.
Not on my platform.
Angie, taking a man versus a woman.
Yeah, you don't understand. I'm very, very against that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not having it. No.
Absolutely. I don't agree with it 100%. Men going for women. If it's banter, it's banter. But if it's threatening, then no. Definitely not.
Angie talks horrible to women. I'll see you later. Yeah, I'll talk horrible to you, and I don't rate any of these women. Go and support the wrong ones on here. See you later, off you pop. And then go talk about your trauma. Yeah, these women, man. They want to sit there talking about their trauma, and then they support the worst of the worst.